Get a Toyota. You two morning guys. The morning zoo. You guys are funny. Hey, it's a Jake and Tanner show. Good morning. Did I show you this? I want to show you this little picture Pang sent over this morning. And 11,000 years ago.
It was all just one lake. All the Great Lakes were one lake. It was or at least the three there.
The Lake Superior ran into Michigan and Huron. Oh, and right. No, yeah. So there was only 3 lakes.
So out of the 5 Great Lakes, are there 5 Great Lakes?
Yeah.
Superior, Michigan, Huron, Erie, and...
Shut up. Huron, Michigan, Superior, Erie. Why can't I think of that?
Is there a 5th one?
Yeah, there is. There has
Are you
to be,
sure?
Right? Yeah, 1, 2, 3, 4. Yeah, there's definitely. Don't look it up. This will be fun if we can just figure it out.
You said
Erie
and Huron. Is there one called Ontario?
That's it.
Lake Ontario?
Lake Ontario. Damn, good job.
Were you right? Is that right, though?
No, they belong to Wisconsin now. Wisconsin is one. But it just goes to show you. And this lake was called whatever, and it was just one big lake. But it just goes to show you, dude, we don't know nothing. I mean, obviously we know this now, but we don't. I mean, like, what else? What else, man? Think they had jeans back then?
Probably had jeans. When was that? How many years ago?
11,000 years ago.
Oh, no, I don't think they had jeans.
What was like the pop culture back then?
Jesus. No, no, 11,000. That's way before Jesus. 11,000 years ago. That puts it at 9,000 BC.
What about all those other people, man, that just didn't have Jesus? You know what I mean?
Oh, you mean the people that weren't born in the right country, I guess?
Well, yeah, just like they didn't have him. And didn't know anything about him. Did they just have everything right? And God was like, we don't need to send anybody down.
Yeah. Before Jesus, everybody was doing really well.
But I'm just saying, this is what the lake thing. It reminds me of just like how much the world can change, and we don't like my advanced civilization idea that I'm behind. Like maybe. Well, we were looking at the people in ancient Egypt in the pyramids. Yeah. We're looking at them like cavemen, that they don't know what they're doing. But in reality, maybe they had just a very technological world, but just not our technological world.
Oh, dude, the ancient Egyptians, I don't understand how they made the pyramids.
Yeah, I don't either.
I don't think anybody does.
I don't want to.
Because those things are so precise. You can't just say slaves, right? You can't just be slaves. Because they said it was done in like 20 years. And that's a ridiculously short amount of time to do that with just slaves.
I was talking to my neighbor a while ago, and I'm telling him about the theory of how we had a whole advanced civilization, and then something happened, and the world was destroyed, and no humanity was left, and we had a big reset. And everything got destroyed, and all the leaves and everything grew over, and just the world ate everything. Mm-hmm. But he said he didn't believe it because we would still have things that wouldn't be able to decompose.
Like,
I don't know. I just didn't. Well, I didn't argue because I didn't know what to do after that.
I guess it depends on if you subscribe to the understanding of how old the universe. Earth and solar system is, just by science and looking at things.
But I thought Elon Musk said after so many years now, because they're talking about like the big reset, and how many years from the big reset to where we are now? Thousands and thousands and thousands of years, right? So wouldn't that destroy some things after so many years?
Yeah, but don't they think that how old is the Earth? 4.5 billion years. Yeah, I mean, possibly. I don't think it's out of the realm of possibility.
Wait. How would I ask that on Google? Like, how long would it take the world to eat?
How long would it take for it to seem like there was never humans?
Would it take for human
civilization to be erased from the earth?
Should I ask Jeeves?
To erase.
Okay, how long would it take for the traces of human life to vanish?
Okay.
Right?
Yep.
Occurs naturally in small amounts and would be detectable. The blue released. Okay.
For how long?
All right. Stonehenge is at least 4,000 years old, right?
Okay.
Most modern buildings aren't that robust, but some traces would likely remain for at least 10,000 years.
Okay. In the great scheme, in the 4.5 billion, that's...
Even if it was just a magnetic trace of the steel bars inside concrete blocks. When Hong Kong Airport was constructed in the 1990s, the island of whatever was flattened and extended in the straight edge of Northern Carolina Clue. 250,000 years.
And there would be no evidence that we were ever there?
I don't know. Because this says...
Oh, you just said it!
Well, I just thought I saw this number I just saw. It said, what's an isotope?
It's a science thing.
What are we doing right now, man? Isotope only occurs in nature in incredibly small amounts and will be detectable as a pollutant for at least 250,000 years. This didn't answer any of my questions, except that buildings could stick around for about 10,000. All right, let me try it here. Here you go, okay? I'm on Reddit now. Okay, here you go. Very unlikely. 50 to 100 million years is probably a good bet.
Still not that much in the 4 billion.
So if there was a big reset, and it took 7, yeah, that's what I was thinking. My neighbor didn't understand. If there was a reset, maybe there wouldn't be any more civilization for 50 million years. Now think about that, dude. 50 million years. You would think that the world could probably get rid of everything. And depending on what ruined the world, too. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Maybe it was a big asteroid or whatever. A flood.
Yeah, I guess you also have to look at, like, if there was a massive, I guess, do we have any, like, there's not really any fossil evidence of anything that was there, but I also don't know how that works. If
it's really early to do this.
So,
man.
Is it possible that there was a massive civilization? Yeah. I think it's more probable that there was one on Mars.
Yeah, get behind that.
I think it's more probable
I can get behind that.
That there was one on Mars and then that died and then Earth after. Yeah. But maybe.
Cool. That's a really cool one, too.
Like I said, there's that one stupid theory. I don't even believe it, but I want to. That Mars and Venus were both civilizations and they were fighting over Earth as land and they wiped each other out doing it. And some people from both sides came to Earth for, like, peace after they started wiping each other out, and that's how Earth was made. I like that.
Yeah. I'm all right with that. I can do that.
Yeah.
I can get behind that.
I like that one. I don't like the we were all here before that. And I don't like that you got there just from seeing lakes. One big lake.
Well, just how much it's changed the world. And then I thought, why not? Why can't there be an advanced civilization? And then it got reset and we started over from the beginning.
Yeah, because that sounds awful because that means that we're screwed.
Probably. I mean, I almost guarantee there will be a huge reset at one point.
Probably.
You know
Probably. I mean, I've always said one more nuke goes off and that's the end. Because, like, Russia launches a nuke at wherever, and we respond with 3 nukes, and then Russia responds with the rest of theirs. And then it's just nuclear winter, and we're all dead.
Well, that doesn't sound fun.
No. It doesn't sound as fun as you think it would be. Because you know what sucks the most? Is that, like, we live here. It's not a coastline. It's not like they're going to bomb Wisconsin.
Right.
So we're just going to have to live with the radiation and ash.
So we're going to be growing arms and weird warts on our face.
Yeah, we're just going to get cancer like crazy, and it's going to be cold. We don't get to vaporize.
Yeah. Well, at least we'll be able to do Flagstone before that.
Unless it happens in the next 24 hours.
Yeah.
But I doubt it.
Anyway,
but maybe
we're going to be at Flagstone tomorrow. I think what's his face? Kyle said that he's going to be there tailgating. I don't know if anybody's going to be tailgating with him. It'd be cool if anybody showed up.
Yeah,
but also it'd be really cool if Kyle was just there by himself tailgating,
playing bags alone.
I love it.
He throws bags and then he walks over to the other side, really sad, and then he throws bags again.
And it'd be even better if he acted like people were there. Just
good one, ringer, yay. Or if he lost, he's like, oh, man, how'd I lose?
I guess he's going to be there. Did he make it to work that Friday?
He was supposed to go to work that day?
Yeah.
There's not a chance.
Because he said he would remember he stopped drinking because he was going to sober up so he could go to work.
That doesn't sound right.
No, really?
I don't think he went to work.
No. Well, not true. I guess apparently Oshkosh is on that priority list to get rid of, they said.
Why?
I don't know.
Because of what?
I don't know. Oshkosh is on a bombing priority list, they said. We didn't say that.
Because of the overalls, the Oshkosh bagoshes.
Oh, is that what it is?
Mm-hmm.
Could be.
Because people know that
military vehicles.
There's military vehicles there?
Yeah, of course. I don't know.
Yeah, but like not a major one. It's not like is it?
What do you mean because of the military vehicles? Do they make them?
Do they?
I don't know.
I know they make fire trucks.
Wow, we have a lot of unanswered questions.
Yeah.
Not getting to the bottom of this morning. No.
Well, this sucks.
What does?
Just life in general. It's kind of scary.
It is.
Drop of a hat, we could all just be gone, vaporized. There's like 1,000. I think scientists said there's like 1,000 ways that the universe could just erase humanity, and we would have no way of knowing when it's happening. Isn't that cool?
Yeah. Yeah.
Like, isn't it?
Oh.
Like, there's a chance that there's just like a big wave of gamma rays.
Oshkosh Defense is the #1 supplier of military vehicles.
Is it? Is that true?
They make, wow.
Well, how far is a blast?
We did that. Well, we would definitely feel it here.
We'd feel it here, but like if we were home,
we'd probably get something. We'd probably get some kind of 4th-degree burn or something. We'd get a weird rash. Like, not going to deal with this.
Gotta wear sunglasses.
Man. I cannot stand this chair.
Who gave it to you?
Who knows?
Who's changing them?
Do you have a squeaky?
No, mine's pretty good. That's pretty good today. I don't know who's playing Russian roulette on chairs.
All right, let's. I got to play these commercials.
Okay.
Yeah. Mm-hmm. We'll play the commercials. We'll be right back. It's the Jake and Tanner Show. Hey, we're going to be at Flagstone. Yeah. We're going to do that tomorrow.
12 hours.
Whether we like it or not. Now we're going to have a lot of fun. 12 hours. Oh, that'd
Plus
be a long
another 12
remote, man.
hours.
That'd be a long remote. I remember when they took major advantage of me at IXX when I first got there because they could.
Yeah.
Because, it was my first,
You're new.
I'm new there and I never had an afternoon show. And it's like, yeah, the big market of Green Bay. And I remember them going, hey, you're going to do that thing in Oshkosh. Speaking of Oshkosh, where they have bands in a parking lot at that mall.
Oh,
back to school or whatever. And he's like, but here's the thing. I need you to get up in the morning. I need you to go to Oshkosh. You need to go to Milwaukee to the airport. Pick up this band. I forget the band. Bring them to Oshkosh. Okay? I'm like, all right, sir. They're going to do their show. You're going to stay there for the entirety of it.
Yep.
Tanner, I got there at like noon.
Yeah.
You're going to stay there until everybody is done. Okay? Then you're going to take them back to the hotel in Oshkosh. And this is with, who's that one girl with me?
Rachel.
Rachel. And Rachel's going to stay there with the band. And I'm like, well, do I not get a hotel room too? And he's like, no, I find that weird if you and Rachel are at the hotel together. And I'm like, they're staying with, you put her in with a 5-member band.
Yeah, with a band.
And also.
And then you had to get up in the morning again and go get them, right?
Then I took the vehicle back.
Mm-hmm.
Went home. Woke up. Had to be back in Oshkosh. I was living in Howard at the time. Had to go back to Oshkosh. Pick up the band at like 7 in the morning. Take them to Milwaukee. And then after Milwaukee, head back to the station to do my show.
Sounds awful.
It was really bad. And it made me feel bad, too, because he was treating me almost like Rachel was the important one there.
Yep.
Do you know what I mean? And I listen, people are people and everybody is important.
It's whatever,
And everybody is equal and la. But I mean, I was doing afternoons and she was overnights. And it's like, dude, shouldn't I get the hotel and party with the band?
Running? Yeah.
Shouldn't she be the one running around all over the place?
Is there a pecking order here?
I couldn't believe that dip ass. Like right now, that one thing makes me realize he didn't want to pay for a hotel because their PD's main job is to go
save money.
You got to save money, and a hotel would have been another $140, and they were already probably putting the band up, and then
Rachel, for some reason, why did she get a hotel?
Because it was late.
Yeah, but like, why isn't she just getting a hotel and doing the vehicle and dropping them off and coming back?
Why would I have to do all of that?
Yeah, why wouldn't she? Like, if she's getting a hotel down there,
why didn't she just
keep the vehicle?
I think
like there's no reason for you to do any of it. Did she have a couple DUIs? Was she not allowed to drive?
No, she could drive the vehicle because no, there was 2 vehicles.
Oh,
they had the truck there. Yeah, I think they had the truck there along with
something else.
I had that car with the speakers that came out of the side.
Oh God, that thing is awesome.
And then she had the truck, and then she went after the hotel. I think she went back to the station I don't know how that went, but I know I got the short end of the stick shoved right out my bang bang.
I love the story of that vehicle with the speakers that would come out.
Yeah, it's a good one, isn't it?
Yeah.
If anybody's seen it, it's super douchey now, but in the 2000s, it was awesome. I don't know.
Yeah, I think there was a clerical error. Somebody took the vehicle to like one of the sponsors, and they were doing trade for it. And it was like, they thought it was supposed to be a $4,000 trade, but there was an extra zero added, so it was a $40,000 trade. So they put $40,000 into the sound system of that car.
Guess who did it? It was like his stepson
or something. It was like
something.
his son or something like that, or daughter.
So they couldn't fire him?
Yeah, because it's like, that's a big issue. So then they were like, they had $40,000 worth of commercials they just had to give them. Awesome.
Yeah, like in bed with him for like the next 40 years.
Yeah.
Man, I'm so pissed about that still.
You should be.
2000 whatever. God.
You should be. It is upsetting.
But I was only there for, I couldn't put up a stank.
Yeah.
I wasn't there that long. God. A jerk off.
What an absolute jerk.
He was the guy that, he is the guy though, we're talking about Corey Carter. He is the guy that said, dude, you guys should go do mornings. Why are you guys here?
Yeah, he did recommend us to a different place.
And we threw him right under the bus, dude.
Oh, yeah.
I felt so bad on that because Jeff said, we're leaving. And then Jeff goes, where are you guys going? Milwaukee. Well, how did you send out? Well, no, Corey told us to go do it. And he's like, what?
Yeah.
He's like, I'm all about that. And he's a really good person and stuff, but you don't want to get rid of people that are all right and talented. And I'm like, I like that. Yeah, and but Jeff was saying that's a bad idea. He goes, that's a bad move. He's like, I don't think that's a good move. And I don't think so either.
Yeah.
And Duke said, Duke was like, he's like, I don't suggest it, but you guys need to get the big market crap out of your system. Yeah. You'll be back.
You'll be back.
Son of a bee. We are.
But not to him. Boom.
Anyway, hi, my name is Jake, and that's my story. That's what happened to me in circa 2012. Yeah.
Hi, my name's Tanner. I'm the other host of the show. And yeah, I got treated like garbage there too, but I was an intern. It was more exciting. It was more acceptable.
Yeah, what were you? Some of your examples?
Oh, like I was required to be at every event. And then
that's interny stuff.
That's interny stuff. And then like Rock USA, we were there, and I had to be there the whole weekend, so I had to buy my own hotel.
Yeah,
because it was in Oshkosh. It's just interny stuff.
I don't think it's treated like crap. You were just an intern.
Yeah,
but still, you can't do that anymore.
No, a little like it was pretty much the last group of people that you could
really
treat like literal unpaid interns, like where you were just like, you're going to be here for 12 to 13 hours. We're not paying you. We expect you to be here. And maybe one day we'll give you a job. I mean, it worked out.
This is what changed everything. Sorry, that's my daughter found my phone and she does all that stuff.
Okay.
To me and
I was like, why did you do that? The recording. Yep.
Being able to go TikTok live and record. I would not only being a police officer sucks because you just get accused of beating up everybody.
Yep.
And some of you probably do. Don't do that.
Yeah, don't beat up people.
But also everybody has a camera and you can't, not saying that you are a bully, but dude, if somebody has a camera on your face and goes, tell me what I can't do, it's nerve-wracking.
Yeah, immediately you step back. You go into the defense really fast.
Well, and then the police officer has to know all of the laws. God forbid you pulled somebody over that really knows the handbook. Mm-hmm. You know what I mean? And because I can't imagine all police officers know all laws. I mean, they know a bunch of them, but I'm just saying, so if this person knows and then he's recording you're like, well, okay. And then they'll be like, did you just touch my privates? No. Yeah, you did. And then it's like, damn it. You get nervous.
Yeah.
Well, it's like I said this a while ago, I was watching Training Day. And
Lifetime?
No. And Denzel was doing all this stuff. It's a great movie, but he's a terrible human being. He's a crooked cop, crooked detective. And just like, oh my God, how everything would be changed now if phones were invented back then.
Yeah.
I mean, I think it was like 2000, so I'm sure they were, but it wasn't.
But it was different.
Yeah. Not everybody did.
Yeah.
So, I mean, just to have this cell phone to be able to hit record, you just ruin people's lives. For good, though. I mean, some of this is real good stuff.
Yeah, I mean, most of it. Yeah. Most of it is a good thing that light is being shined on it.
I remember sitting out in the garage on the stoop, and don't know what a stoop is. Do I have one in the garage? Maybe.
Where were you sitting? It depends.
I got on the stoop.
I don't. I think stoop is like concrete stairs.
I have 3 of them.
3 concrete stairs?
I actually have 1, so what is a stoop? Yeah, I was on a stoop. Anyway, I remember seeing where all of a sudden there was a new feature, Facebook Live.
Oh, yeah.
And this wasn't Periscope. You didn't have to download anything on Periscope or anything like that. It was, you just hit live. And I literally went, oh. I instantly thought that our job was becoming meaningless right then. Mm-hmm. I'd already kind of started in the background a little bit, hearing it, but then I was like, anybody can do what we do. Everybody can talk.
Hop live and just do it.
And have a show. Everybody can just kind of have their own show. Crazy. Wow. Just crazy.
Crazy girl.
Crazy girl.
Crazy. Yeah, technology's a bitch, man.
You just can't. Dude, you just go into the office. Anytime you went into the office with your boss, we should start doing that. I'm going to be recording this just for everybody's protection.
I've recorded a few.
And then just sit there. You're just holding it.
Yep.
Because what can they do? Can they ask you not to record? It
depends on where you're at.
Well, I mean, like, let's say we went into the boss's office, and you go, I'm gonna record this just for my protection.
I think they can tell you no.
Well, then but why? Why would they tell you no?
I think they can tell you no because this is a private building. So they get to make their own rules.
Wait, now this isn't like living on a reservation.
Yeah, but it is a private building.
Can I record
meetings? Bosses meetings?
Boss meeting
without their with their knowledge?
With knowledge.
I think
Wisconsin.
Yeah. Because it's a one-party state. I firmly believe that. It's a one-party state, which means that we can record without the other person's knowledge.
But if they say no...
But if they tell you no...
Yeah, but then all of a sudden it's like, but you told me no. Now I don't feel safe.
Mm-hmm. You could say, I'm not doing this meeting. Now, here's the thing. You're probably not going to keep your job.
Right.
So they could just be like, you're right. We don't need this meeting. I'm letting you go. Good luck.
Here's Wisconsin. To clarify, okay. A person who is a party to a wire, electronic or oral communication, who has obtained prior consent from one party can legally record.
From one party.
Unless he does so for the purpose of committing a criminal... Okay. And therefore, it's not unlawful to Wisconsin to record a telephone conversation to which one is a party, even in the absence of disclosure to and consent of other parties to the conversation. Mm-hmm. Does that mean you don't got to tell them?
Yep.
Oh, so we can go into the boss's office and just say, and not even tell them.
And not say anything. You can just record it. I've done that.
And you could use that against them for blackmail then.
Sure, blackmail's illegal.
Wow. Oh, dude, that sounds so racist.
Yeah, it does. It does sound racist, but it is illegal. But yeah, I think if you're out in public, you can record pretty much anything you want. But in this building, they can tell you to stop. And then have you escorted from the premises.
But you don't have to tell them now in this building.
No, you don't. Not in Wisconsin. You don't have to tell anybody anything.
Can I tell you something?
No.
All right.
Actually, go ahead.
I thank God you and I are perfect.
Yeah, I know.
Because, you know what I mean?
Yeah. Yeah.
You get what I'm saying, right?
I get what you're saying. Jesus. Because we are perfect.
You know, it's like, it's hard. It's people ask, it's difficult to be rich. Mm-hmm. I understand it's difficult to be like very good looking.
Mm-hmm. Amen.
But you have to understand how difficult it is to be perfect
at everything.
To keep this persona, to other people feeling less than you. We feel bad about that.
Yeah. Yeah, but here's a tip for you non-perfs, is what we call you guys.
Non-perfs.
Yeah,
that's
the
in
old
the forums.
NPs,
Yeah.
non-Ps, non-perfs. Practice does not make perfect, but perfect practices makes perfect.
God.
I think my football coach would say that. Not my football coach. I didn't play football, but during prep rallies.
Was that during when you guys were all in the locker room taking a shower, including him.
Yep.
That's where his desk was.
Oh yeah, that's where he would sit. I mean, where did your guys' gym teacher sit?
And just right in the middle and give pep talks.
Yep. Give little pep talks while he recorded them. And I think he thought that was like super deep.
Dude.
But I think it's such a stupid phrase.
It's crazy that parts of our brain will light up like somebody that uses drugs when you see naked bodies. It's just crazy
It's
that
awesome.
parts of your brain will just start firing. The pleasure zone's going, I am in nudity. I love it. It's weird.
It's insane that as men, we can see our wives naked every day.
Yeah.
And it's just as exciting as the first time we saw them naked.
It's just so wonderful.
It's so wonderful.
Angie laughs when I have to I'll hurry up and put my glasses on when she's changing. Because I want to be 20/20. I don't want anything blurry.
It's honestly the reason why I got LASIK.
Yeah.
Because I was sick of putting in contacts or trying to find my glasses. It's like I have a weird sense. Like it's my superpower. I know when my wife is changing in another room because I'll just walk in and she'll just be mid-change and I'll just be like, okay, I didn't miss anything.
Yeah. Good deal.
It's like missing. I usually like to watch her undress. It's like the previews to the movie.
Mm-hmm.
Just be like, okay, I like the previews, but you know what? I'm here for the main event. That's good.
Listen, we don't got to do this right now. We'll be right back. You are listening to the Jake and Tanner Show. Good morning. Hey, man, what you doing? Flagstone. That's where we're going to be tomorrow. Tomorrow morning, 6 until the show ends. It's going to be a good time. We hope to see you out there. Got booze. Got food. Got mediocre entertainment.
Yeah, you got meat.
Meat.
There's a lot of meat going to be there.
Yeah, just think of it like a church revival, like an all-men church revival or whatever. You know, we're going to be there, hanging out.
Yeah, no big deal.
Talking about Jesus Christ and the Latter-day Saints.
Oh, yeah. The FLDS.
Yeah, so Beer Friday also tomorrow with Andrea Simonis and Grainworks Old and New. Oh, dude, I'm so excited about my... Did you get...
I saw your boards.
Yeah.
They look really nice, but you don't have any bags yet.
No, they're not done. That's not completed either.
Oh, they're not done. Oh, those are... You don't have them in your possession?
No, but she's got more work to do. She's got to... They're going to rough them up and stain them and everything.
Okay, but they're not in your possession yet. Are you going to get them soon?
I hope. She said that she was texting me yesterday and saying that she's thinking that she might be able to drop them off at the
Friday?
bar.
Oh, that would be dope.
Friday. So it's going to be more the color of like the middle one.
Oh, that's really dope.
Is that right?
Like a little burnt. Looks a little burnt.
Yeah, it's a little burnt.
Looks old.
The process isn't... This is not finished yet.
I think I'm starting to understand their name. Grainworks Old and New, because it looks old, but it's new. Yeah. I think I'm starting to get
that?
I think I'm starting to get this.
Yeah.
Grain Old works new.
Dude, I don't know what's going on. Well, very excited. I hope Andrea Simonis, I know you're working hard on those, and but work harder because I want them Friday. That was mean. Oh, right here, look at, dude. I got it. The bags.
You got them?
I bought those on Amazon yesterday at 4 p.m.
That's awesome.
They are at my house.
American flag ones.
They just got dropped off.
I would not have panned you out.
I didn't want them.
An American flag kind of guy.
I didn't really want them, but they were Amazon choice. $25, 12,000 reviews, all 5 stars.
Nice.
And I'm like, do we really? And I could get them here in the morning.
Yeah.
So I'm like, I didn't. There's other ones that I wanted, but they were like 50, and I'm like, dude, $24 to 50.
That ain't nothing.
When you're not going to use them all the
time. You use them when you play bags, and how often are you playing bags? You kids want to play bags?
I don't like playing with my kids.
They're terrible.
Well, we got to put the boards all close together, and it's like
you get them to 27 feet, right? It's 27 feet.
I think it is. I don't know. I kind of
get them to start throwing it. Oh, yeah. You just eyeball it.
But I'm excited. I don't know. Like, Angie's like, that's going to look good with the color of our boards. And I'm like, I don't think so.
It'll look so American.
It will?
It will, for sure.
They'll be like, boy, those guys like America.
Yeah. Mm-hmm.
If you were walking past my campground and you saw us throwing,
oh, yeah.
Would you think total douchebags, but they love America?
Yeah. I bet you people will be like, hey. They're going to look at those and your boards and be like, hey, we saw some minorities. And then they're going to gauge your reaction.
Do I have to get those sunglasses?
The wraparound ones?
And then, like, wear my hat, and then when I'm not wearing them, put it on the bill of my hat?
Or flip them backwards.
Or flip them backwards?
Yeah. Okay. You're going to have to do that. You're going to have to only have a goatee, too, by the way.
Oh, really?
Yeah. In the back of your truck, that window, you're going to have to fill that up with, like, American Eagles and like that little boy peeing on like a Chevy logo.
Oh yeah, you're gonna have to have the bumper stickers like on that. Yeah. What about the nuts
hanging
down?
For sure. Cool. You're gonna need to get those.
Yeah. Cargo shorts probably.
Hey, I'm over people making fun of cargo shorts. I love my cargo shorts. They're fantastic.
Yeah, I said that years ago, man. I said that Remember me saying that? I go that they're like fanny packs for your legs.
Yeah. They're perfect. Why would you want anything else?
Because you get to store so many things in there. Like, this is when I had little kids. You know? Why do women the only ones that get little bags?
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
Well, because we get pockets. Women don't have pockets.
Yeah, but mine are tight.
You tight little pockets?
Come here. Try to put your hand in my front pocket.
I probably couldn't fit. Here, let me. It is tight. I can barely get a finger in there.
We'll use 2 fingers.
2 fingers.
Well, no, you got to wet your fingers.
Well, yeah, obviously.
We'll put them in your mouth or spit on them or something. Okay, now put them in. Now put it in. Put it in.
Did slide in there a lot easier, but it's still pretty rough.
How tight?
Very.
Does it feel? Does it hurt? Because it kind of sometimes hurts me.
Like when I'm trying to get in there, but I can't really stop anymore.
Yeah. If you go, it sometimes loosens up if
I go faster.
Yeah.
Okay.
But here, get your hand in my pocket now.
Okay. Well, listen, you invited me.
Anyway,
it's because of what you're wearing. Jake, did you see that? This is upsetting, and you should look into this.
Okay.
Did you see that Accutane turns your bones green?
That's what I just read on the text line. How am I going to look into that?
I guess we'll find out at your funeral.
Why?
Well, we're going to ask to see your bones now.
Oh, I guess. Yeah.
I hope your bones are green.
Because of Accutane.
Do they feel green?
They do feel a little green right now.
They feel a little green, don't they?
Yeah, just a little bit. Those bags are the best. I just bought them. What do you know? What do you know? 0077.
And also, what makes a bag the best?
Well, size, weight.
Is it the weight?
It's got to be the weight.
What are they filled with?
Yeah, I don't want to tell you because I knew you were going to ask that.
What are they filled with? Well, I'll just look it up myself.
All right. It's baby foreskin.
Baby foreskins?
Yeah.
How many?
Lots. Well, enough to weigh it a regular bag. No, it's pellets.
Oh, not corn.
I know. I didn't even know they filled them with corn until you told me that.
Well, yeah, that's why they're called cornhole.
Well, I know. Now it makes sense.
And you got the... Oh, there they are. $21, 9,000 reviews. Yeah, mainly just 5 stars.
Well, wait. Oh, you're looking at the exact ones then.
Yeah.
You're on Amazon. I get it.
Bars and stars, man. That's what I'm looking at. Yeah.
If you scoot down, you're looking at porn.
You got me.
You got me.
No.
Go to where they have a lot of them. Wait. You're going so fast. See, I like those.
Oh, because those only got the original 13 stars.
Wait.
There's more bars and stars.
Come on, stop.
Why are you doing your fingers
Why did you do that? What did you type in?
Cornhole bags.
No. You're not finding the one that I found.
I found the ones you bought.
Yeah, but you're doing it wrong.
I don't know how I'm doing it wrong.
Oh, you put a space.
In what?
Cornhole.
No, I didn't.
Yeah, you did.
No, I didn't. I'm looking at it.
I feel like you did.
I didn't.
I feel like you did. Oh, that one's nice.
I only want 1 stars.
It's kind of like when I go grocery. Where do you guys grocery shop? Flea Farm.
Flea Farm. Oh, the 1-star bags.
That's like when that's it. You saying that you only like the 1-star stuff order on Amazon is equivalent to saying don't wash too good because you know Daddy likes it stanky.
Yeah. Yeah, Daddy like it stanky. I want the bag to explode when it hits the.
I wanted to show you the one that I really wanted, but they were $54. Wait, okay. Well, anyway, it looked like it was made out of burlap.
Ah,
you know what I mean?
Dope.
Right.
Because that's how they were originally made, man.
Right. And it was like, oh, that's the ones that I really want. It'd be really cool if listeners bought those for me and had them here by Friday.
I don't know where the burlap ones are.
Oh, you know what we
Somebody
could do?
Should just
make bags burlap.
Burlap.
I remember my grandma, you're saying somebody should just make them. My grandma, one time, my parents didn't want to buy me a hacky sack because they were like $6. And she's like, Grandma's going to make you one.
Yeah.
And it was terrible. I mean, it was very nice and kind that she did it, but she put far too much rice in it, and she used rice.
Oh, yeah. Those get wet. Those are done.
Yeah, and it lasted like not that long. She could sew real well. I'm not talking any trash about Nana, but she shouldn't be in the sack business. She has no reason at all to be near sacks. Not at all.
You should get this glove.
Don't tell me what to get.
It's a cornhole glove.
Oh, yeah. Okay.
With the thumb, pointer, and middle finger cut out.
Hey, real quick, I really like that. It's kind of like a pool glove.
Extra small, right?
Can somebody, Andrea Simonis, how the hell am I going to get, do they have like handles on them? Or how do I do this?
You put them, you just do it. You put your hand in the hole.
Okay.
4 fingers in the hole, and then, you just put a little pressure
What
towards
about
the top.
I bet you my fist could go right in it.
Oh, yeah, you could do the whole fist. It just wouldn't be as easy. I would say 4 fingers is more than enough. This feels sad to be a professional cornhole player.
Not really.
No, that feels sad.
It feels like you love America a lot.
Why did America
Get behind cornhole?
really get behind this? Like almost everything is oh, thank you for taking that out of my area. Everything is American flag. Do they have any Confederate ones? They got it, right?
Yeah, I don't know. I just want
Confederate
I want
flag. That feels more cornholey.
I want the Delaware flag for mine.
Delaware? Nobody's ever been there. Nobody ever. They say Biden and Aubrey Plaza and Dr. Heimlich came from there, but I don't think so.
I want to read this text, and then I want you to tell me if 1413 has a great idea or if it's terrible.
Okay.
At Tanner, about renting tux. Renting a tux is the same cost of buying a tux, but you get to keep the tux. I rented a tux for my brother's wedding years ago. My sister's boyfriend at the time paid the same price as I paid rent mine for a few days.
I rented it yesterday.
And
yeah, no, I feel this. I feel like renting a tux and buying a tux is about the same because it was about $200.
Why would you ever want to buy one?
Yeah, that's my thing. Is like I don't want to own a tux.
I think that's sadder than being a professional cornhole player.
Like you should have a suit.
Definitely,
you should buy a suit
because you're going to wear those, but you're never going to wear a tux to a dinner party.
Yeah, like I rented a tux like tail, like I might go get a top hat.
Yeah. Hey, somebody said don't forget the underhole cornhole light. That sounds cool.
Yeah, you put a little light in the hole so then you can throw at night.
Oh, I guess just to see where the hole is.
Yeah.
Not at pitch black. This is probably more like dusk.
No, people play at night.
Yeah, but you're never going to know like if it's getting on the board.
Yeah, you will. I mean, if you're near they have they do. I was just looking at the Amazon, and they have ones that have lights in them, bags.
I guess I'm thinking like I don't know how night works.
Yeah, because like you can still see stuff. It's not like you just close your eyes.
Last year, 2 druggies out of Marinette placed 3rd in the Cornhole Nationals.
Yeah, dude, somebody just got arrested next door to my house.
Oh boy.
It's a possible meth lab.
Right next to your house?
Right next to it.
Yeah.
Like I share a yard
it's meth capital of the world, man.
And it was like theft and stuff. Me and my neighbor were trying to figure out what's going on. Neither of us wanted to just go over there and ask.
Oh, yeah. Wait, what you mean you were going to ask the police?
Yeah, because they were there for like 12 hours. Like it happened at 2 a.m. They got arrested. And then like it was going on after I got home.
Hey, what's going on?
Hey guys, it's your Maryland State Representative. How's it going?
Wait, who's this?
Our Maryland State Representative.
Oh, the Maryland. What's up, man?
Yeah, your Maryland State. Hey, it's Jim calling from Maryland. How's it going?
Good. What do you got? What you got going on today?
I'm just cutting grass at 7 o'clock in the morning here.
It's so exciting to have our representatives. I forgot that we had other state representatives.
Yeah. I was like, it's been a few years since I called in, so I figured I'd call and just say hi.
Hey, do you are you guys over there in Maryland? Are you guys big cornhole players?
We are very big cornhole players. Yeah, it's always on the beach when we go to the beach. We play cornhole. We fly our Maryland flag proudly.
do you got cornhole boards?
Yes, I have 3 sets actually.
3? What do you need 3 for?
Yeah, why do you need so many?
Hey, when you have a party, everyone wants to play cornhole.
That's true.
That's true. That's actually
Jimmy's
a good
got
idea.
friends.
Jimmy's got a lot of friends. I almost feel like you just called to brag about how many friends you have.
No, definitely not. I just want to check in with you guys. It's been a few years since I called, so.
All right, love you, man.
Bye, Jimmy.
See you guys.
Hey, remember, don't call back for a couple of years.
Okay.
This is pretty good for us.
Okay, I got you.
Yeah, it feels like a limit.
Well, he was like on a Razor phone. Maybe it was.
It's Maryland. They don't have technology yet.
Oh, really? I didn't know that.
Yeah, they don't. He was mowing his lawn with his teeth.
All right. I guess Cornhole pros make a lot of money next to his goat. I just feel like everybody in Maryland don't have dogs. I think they have goats.
Yeah.
want a
for
goat.
wives.
I really do.
Kayla wants
Kayla
wants goats.
Here we go.
Kayla wants goats.
Stealing my stuff
No,
again.
You're not even doing nothing with your stuff.
Stealing my dreams and my ideas.
Kayla has always wanted goats. She's always wanted chickens. I gave her chickens. Dude, chickens are incredibly dumb. I don't think you should get them. They're kind of stupid. Like, you got to baby those things.
I'm not getting them this year. I know that.
Yeah, they're dumb.
I'm getting them. I think I'm going to start next year, maybe.
Incredibly stupid.
I just got really busy.
Yeah, but I want to get some just like two little goats.
Here we go again.
I'm telling you.
Why is it? I think you know what you're doing. I think you're starting to catch up to my age.
I'm not,
and it's like you're getting, and you're like, because I want alpacas, I want goats, I want to live on a farm.
Yeah, but I don't want to live on a farm. I just want to live where I live now, and I just want to fence in my yard and just have animals roaming free. And then I can sit on my porch and throw marshmallows.
Yeah, no, that's good.
Like Ace Ventura.
Is that what they all eat?
I think they would like marshmallows.
Maybe. I guess so. All right.
I have drama going on in my chicken coop, though.
You do?
Oh, yeah.
I don't even want to talk about it because it's my dream.
Rose and Ginger are not
I don't even want to talk about it.
Having fun.
I don't even want to talk about it because it's my dream.
Rose stepped up and she pecked Ginger right in the face, and Ginger walked away. Ginger was the leader of their little flock, but I don't think anymore.
Stand by. Whether you're a first-time home buyer or you're looking for an investment property or your dream home, we take great care of walking all the buyers throughout the entire home buying journey. Not me, not Tanner. Kelly Davies Homes Team Landro Realty does.
Yeah, they do that because
we know nothing about houses.
You could call them and we just know that if it has walls, it's probably pretty good. But you could call them and be like, hey, I'm looking for a house that I could buy, like an investment property, something I might be able to fix up and sell. And they got a perfect one for you. You could be like, dude, I got 15 kids. I need land. And she'd be like, oh, yeah, I got tons for you. Or maybe you call in and you're like, I can only look at houses at 8 p.m. on Sundays. And then you'd be like, dude, we have so many agents. We can get you in there at 8 p.m. on Sunday. That's what Kelly Davies does. If you want it, they'll make it happen.
You guarantee to sell your home in 90 days or less, or you don't pay. On average days in the market, the listing is sold 56 days.
That's so quick.
Kelly Davies Homes Team Landro Realty. You can find her on Facebook. Flagstone Bar and Grill. We're going to be there tomorrow morning, 6 till whenever. Till our meeting starts here.
I love meetings.
I do too. I like how the meeting, I was just telling this to Ange, during COVID, that meeting that usually lasts over an hour, he did that in front of his camera within like 6 minutes.
Yep.
And it was completely done. It was just like, hey, email me questions.
Yep.
I don't know. He probably wants to see everybody. He hasn't seen them.
Yeah. I mean, after the lockdowns and everything, which, man, that feels like that was forever ago. It wasn't that long ago. But after all that, yeah, I get it. If you want to be outside.
Speaking of
leave.
lockdown, do you remember? Because I don't remember this, but Justin Bieber, Kendall Jenner, and his wife Haley were all in like a Zoom or whatever they were doing, Instagram Live. They were all talking to each other.
Yeah.
This is during the pandemic, right? When everybody is losing their jobs.
Yeah.
When people are going, this is before stimulus.
Yeah, this was after the like novelty of being at home wore off, when everybody was done day drinking.
Right.
Remember that? In the beginning, where everybody was just drinking.
Yeah.
Like alcohol sales were at an all-time high. Like people drunk per capita was at an all-time high. Oh, it was a cool time in America. It's like everybody was on spring break.
It's like everybody was living in Wisconsin.
Yeah, like
kind of just how we live.
Yeah, everybody got a taste of what it's like to live here.
So it was before low, and then people started losing their gigs, and they were like, "Oh, wait a minute, I don't know, like people, how am I going to survive?" Mm-hmm. This is what these three rich kids,
yep,
were saying.
Oh my God.
Did you hear them? Like that people, that we should take the time to realize people are struggling. Let's go back to that.
Okay,
we send our love and support to them. Oh, thanks.
Like,
thanks. That'll do it. That'll feed my family.
Out of the three people there, Bieber is the one that worked for his.
Right.
Kylie Jenner, she didn't work for her fortune.
No, she grew up rich.
Haley Baldwin.
Yeah, Baldwin's had some money.
They had some money. Bieber came from poor Canada.
Yeah, but here's my thing. I don't feel like he really worked for it. I mean, yeah, he was musically talented, and then somebody found him at a young age. It's not like he was out busking. Well, I mean, he was busking, but he was a kid. He had no other responsibilities. It's not like when you're in your 20s and trying to survive or...
Yeah, it's different. He sacrificed a lot, I guess, of a childhood. He didn't really get a childhood. Like, he didn't get to go to school or anything normal. Like, it screwed him out mentally.
Oh, I'm sure.
For sure. I always give big props to Biebs because I don't think you and I would have made it.
No.
Like, if we were given $250 million at 18, I probably wouldn't have saw 19.
No, he probably did exactly the stuff that I would have done.
Yeah. I mean, to be honest, he was a kid. He's still a kid. It's like, that's what I'm saying. What's that song? Lonely?
I don't feel like he did. I mean, maybe he went through some hard times. I think his mom went through some hard times, and he was there. But his life is just... Dude, I didn't know I was going through hard times. Mm-hmm. I look at it now and I realize, we didn't grow up with a lot.
Yeah.
But at that time, I didn't realize that we didn't grow up with a lot.
Yeah,
my parents did. Mm-hmm. So that's what I'm saying. I don't think him saying, I mean, we really worked. And he did. I mean, he was on tour and stuff, but it's also not really a job.
I think it is. I think it's a lot harder than we think it is.
Well, maybe, but
I think it's a bigger toll. Like living on a bus and driving around to do all these shows seems terrible.
Maybe. I think I've worked jobs that are terrible.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Like,
sure.
This reminds me of like Denzel Washington said that because they were like, he's like, I am so sick of actors talking about like how hard the career is, and He's like, that's not hard job is going to war. You know, he used the military thing. And then he said, I've had hard jobs working as picking up garbage, you know, being a garbage man in New York. He goes, that sucks. That's a hard job.
Yeah.
Because what we do is a privilege.
Yeah, I think once you get to that, like the Denzel level for sure, and like the Matthew McConaughey and the Bieber where he is now, like now it's not hard.
It's just annoying to hear rich young kids talk about my prayers and all. Everybody, I know everybody's struggling, but we got to realize that we're not, and I feel really blessed about that. It's kind of like Joel Osteen. You got to get mad at Joel Osteen when he's on Larry King, going, What do you tell all the people that hate that? You know, you're getting money and you're selling books and you have a mansion. I'm very blessed.
Dude, he sucks.
And it's just like what it's just like what Bieber just said. We're blessed.
Yeah,
we are very blessed. Why does God like you guys more than the people that are starving? If you're that blessed.
Yeah, if you gotta, it sucks, but if you believe in God, you have to believe that he likes people more than others. Like he has favorites.
Do you think Jesus, is that what he wants you to do with it? Really? Because I think Jesus, if he had all that money, he would give it away.
Oh, dude, in the Bible, it definitely says that you should be taking care of the poor people. Like, you should be giving away all your money. What's it say in the Bible? It's easier. Is it in the Bible or is it just a phrase? I think it's in the Bible.
About the needle?
It's easier for a camel to pass through the eye of a needle than it is for a rich man to enter the kingdom of heaven. I don't know exactly what it is. It's along those lines. Like, there's not a way that, like, there's no chance that Jesus would have been like, don't help poor people because then they'll become lazy. You know what I mean? Like, they would never be like, don't give them food stamps because then they won't want to work.
Oh, the Black Plague. That's what I wanted to talk about.
We'll get to that. Oh, we're late.
No.
Can't get to it now. Dang it.
All right. They're going to say anything? I don't think so. All right. Back to TikTok. It's the Jake and Tanner Show. Good morning. Flagstone tomorrow, 6 a.m. I know Kyle's going to be out there a little early. He said he's going to be tailgating.
At 5, he said.
He said if anybody wanted to show up, he's going to be there.
You think Kyle gets us drunk this time?
Maybe. I wonder how many the same people are going to show up. And I hope they have just as much as fun they did the last time.
Yeah.
Usually if you go, I'm not saying not to go. It's going to be a blast. But usually the second one is like, oh, I just did this. It's not as fun.
The second movie usually sucks, and the third one's usually kind of gets better. Like,
and then the fourth one is just way overdone, but we're doing it.
Yeah. And then the fifth one, what are you doing?
Mm-hmm.
And we're doing it. Like, look at...
Are we?
Yeah.
We got 5?
May, June, July, August, and then they added September.
We're going to be the Timberlakes dancing in D.C., and people are going to be making fun of us.
Yep.
Like, too old to be doing this. We're over it.
It's like... It's going to be like the Indiana Jones movies. First one, amazing.
Yeah.
Groundbreaking. Second one, absolute trash. Third one, amazing. Fourth one, dog S. And then fifth one,
what are you
everybody's asking, what are you even doing?
What are you
doing?
You
guys are too old for this. Like you said, our live shows are the Indiana Jones of radio shows.
Do you know Justin Timberlake actually responded to that? Everybody making fun of him. He made a video and apologized to DC about his feet not being able to dance, and he said he's going to, I don't know, he was trying to save face and say, hey, I didn't practice that well enough, and blah, blah, blah. It's like, JT, just stop.
That's not something to apologize for. Who is asking for that acknowledgement?
Nobody, but I think he's trying to.
He should have said, oh, yeah, well, I'm in my 40s.
Well,
what do you want me to do? I mean, I don't want to dance.
That guy is so scared of being canceled. Just like when that dude has apologized far too many times in the last year. He did
things that he didn't need to.
Well, he did. One, he did because he was that one beautiful. Oh my God, that girl that I think that black girl that is on. She is so gorgeous.
Wendy Williams.
No, beautiful in her own way.
Oprah.
Oh yeah, Oprah. Saving Dion. Not saving Dion, maybe just Dion. Raising Dion, where this little kid plays a superhero. The little kid's really annoying. I want to punch him, but I can't. Because black kids are the cutest things on the planet.
God, they really are. And
is there anything cuter? And he had superpowers.
Yeah.
But anyways, he was really...
Alicia Wainwright?
Yeah, her. He was flirting with her at a party. Sitting on her lap, or she was sitting on his lap.
She was like holding his hand or something like that too.
And he's married, and he had to go on an apology with that. And then Britney Spears, somebody came out and said, why did JT not do anything for Britney Spears when Britney Spears was going through that stuff? You know what I mean? He just stayed silent. So he hurried up and wrote a sorry about that, and he should have been more of a man and whatever. And then he apologized recently for the Janet Jackson thing, remember?
Yeah,
he re-apologized because he sat back when Janet was getting all of the blame.
He is apologizing for things I don't think he needs to be apologizing for. Like the Britney Spears thing, it's like, you guys were just dating. Like, it's not his responsibility to save her.
Well, they're finding old videos of him kind of making fun of a little bit about her mental health.
Yeah.
But, listen, she was an ex. Who doesn't do that with their ex right now?
Yeah, and also... I would be surprised. Everybody had a video in 2007 making fun of Britney Spears. She shaved her head and attacked a paparazzi with an umbrella. Her mental health wasn't there.
And that's just because of Hollywood. And then he apologized now for his DC thing. Dude, that guy's
dancing.
He is so worried.
He's so scared.
He's so scared.
He's so scared.
Anyway, yeah, so come join us. We're going to be out there tomorrow. I'm going to be excited tomorrow. Because I'm super pumped about the meeting that we got afterwards.
Yeah, because we're vested this year, so it kind of matters.
Can you explain to the listeners what that means?
It's an employee-owned company, which means that we all kind of have a say in it. We all get stocks for how long we've been here,
which is really cool because
it's really awesome.
The company's giving it to us. It goes to you can use it towards your retirement, which you should. And we don't put any money of ours into it. It's what the company puts
in. It just gifts it to us, and you don't get any of them. Like, you accrue them, like we've been accruing them since we started, but you don't get them until you're 5 years at the company, which this is our 5th year, and then you become vested.
Fully vested.
And like, if we wanted to, we could pull out all of our stocks or sell our stocks, I think, and buy hats and stuff.
Mm-hmm.
But you shouldn't. They shouldn't.
Well, we've always went to these meetings before, and I remember getting the little manila envelope, and it has, how many stocks you have in the company and what they're at right
like
now.
An arbitrary number that doesn't mean anything because we don't have it. It's
so
not ours.
It was like, it had never felt special. And other people would be really excited about going to see.
Yeah.
And like this one feels a little bit different now, so I am pumped. And also, apparently the stocks are through the roof right now.
I know.
So
this is a time when people would be like, sell high, buy low.
So anyway, yeah, we're going to be there doing that. And I'm excited about tomorrow. Will be fun because we're doing that camping. And hopefully Andrea Simonis gets me my bag boards.
Your board bags?
Board bags, cornhole, so I can take those camping. I'm excited.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I mean? You feel me?
What are you guys going to do? There's a lot of biking and hiking.
Yeah, hiking, biking, drinking, swimming.
Did you, what are you doing for food? That's always my exciting thing that I think of. Like, do you got like this today, or like Saturday we're going to do burgers. Friday we're going to throw a roast on the thing and just let it cook over the fire. Like that kind of stuff.
I didn't do a roast. We were doing really easy because it was so quick.
Oh, dude, roasts are so easy when you do a campfire because you got that tripod thing, right?
Yeah.
You just throw a roast with like diced tomatoes, onion, not tomatoes. Potatoes, onions, and carrots. You wrap it in tin foil, and then you put it in a pan, and you just let it sit over the fire.
I want one of those.
Rotisserie,
dude. Right, just over the bonfire.
You mean like what they do with a suckling pig?
Yeah, or like, couldn't you put like a chicken on it?
Yeah, for sure.
Or you could put like, I don't know, squirrel. Yeah, if you wanted to be that guy. A hobbit.
That's a person.
I think they did that in the Hobbit book.
They ate a person?
I don't know. I was too busy getting late. I don't know, Tanner. I didn't read those nerdy books. Yeah, they did it.
They ate another hobbit?
No, they were about ready to with the 3 trolls.
Why? Wait, the trolls were going to eat the hobbit, or the hobbits were going to eat the hobbits?
No, the trolls were going to eat the hobbits.
Okay.
Yeah.
Because, you're not a troll, though.
But then Gandalf came and turned him into stone, son.
Gandalf is a god, right?
And then right after that, I hooked up with lots of girls.
Yeah.
Yeah.
You were reading it while they were all doing stuff to you.
That's right. That's right, man.
I really want to
Depending on the finish she uses on the boards, you typically want to wait about a week to use your boards. Shut up! You shut up, 2378. You shut up. Don't you say that.
I can't wait. Your boards are going to be ruined this weekend.
The bags are just going to be like glued into them or on them.
Sit.
No, Andrea. Well, Andrea was in Vegas partying, and she's had a 7-day hangover. So she's hasn't been. Just kidding. I really am. She did go to Vegas the weekend, but I don't know if she's got a hangover.
Oh, for sure.
I'm sure they're working hard on the boards. And they are custom made, so they're engraving them. I ran out of breath.
Yeah, that's not great. Dude, I thought I was dying yesterday.
Doing what?
My blood pressure was really high.
Dude, you're going to have to go get checked out.
So my blood pressure was really high. I had body aches and my joints hurt. All my joints hurt. And then I had a diarrhea, and I thought there was blood in it. And then my wife just flushed it, and she was like, "It's gone now." And I was like, "I think I'm dying."
I'm sorry. Hang on. So, because I've done this before. You had your wife come check?
Yeah, but I didn't have any red velvet cake.
And that happened to me. I got so scared, and I don't want to take away from the story. I'm story jacking you right now, but I did that, and
you
I had
can jack
Angie.
me anytime you want.
Okay, Angie. I said, "Come here. What is this?" And she's like, "You just had red velvet cake." And I'm like, "Okay, you didn't."
I didn't have anything with red dye in it.
Did she not tell you to go in?
Well, she said maybe we should go in, and I was like, I got the show to do in the next couple of days. I was like, maybe I'll go in. And we got that prom thing, and I already got the suit rented.
Yeah, but you can still go in.
Yeah, but what if I'm dying? Then I'm in the hospital and I can't do things.
Yeah, but you're not dying.
No, I doubt it.
Well, maybe. Dude, yesterday.
Oh, has that really changed for you?
Well, yesterday I was thinking this. when you were talking about this, I go, what if he did just, because people do die. People just die. And what if you just were like, all of a sudden, you and I are chatting and joking about this and blah, blah, blah. And then you go in tomorrow.
Yeah.
And then Monday, you're dead.
Yeah.
And then I got to do a stupid show by myself. And then I have to be all emotional on Monday.
Yeah. No, not Monday. I think Monday you take it for the shock. You play a best of. You get 2 days off because we're close.
So wait, they would still make me come in and run the board. You know Joe would.
For sure he
He'd
would.
be like, well, yeah, I mean, you didn't die.
You should probably say something.
No, really, honestly, what do you think's going on with you? So check out. Let me give. I
think it's all. So I looked up a lot of things, and these are all kind of common post-COVID symptoms.
Oh yeah, I forgot you just had that.
Yeah, so they're all still pretty post-COVID symptoms.
Dang it.
So
Not that I want you to die, but boy, for the ratings.
but
finally, Joe would look at us like we were good.
We're not in ratings right now, so he wouldn't care.
Yeah,
He'd
he
be like,
wouldn't.
couldn't you have waited until fall to die? Really
Somebody
help the
said,
ratings.
is it coincidence that you guys are getting fully invested and Joe says that you suck?
Joe, please don't fight us. We need those.
If that happened, if you did end up dying,
I'd be so mad.
well, yeah. Yeah, but
I'd be like,
I think
bro.
I would do that's would give me the kick in the butt to go, okay, I'm done with here. Not that I don't love this company, but I'd be like, I'm not coming here driving an hour and
Driving
15
this far.
minutes to get hooked up with somebody else, and it's not going to be fun.
I think
that's where my career change would happen, and I would go
You know
work
what?
in a
I
park.
think mine too.
Well, yeah, you'd
I
be
think,
dead.
No, I mean like if you died.
Oh, you would just be like, I'm going
I
to do
think-
something around home.
Yeah, I think I'd become a zookeeper then.
Yeah. Yeah, you've been really wanting to do that ever since you saw that one dude. What's his name? The zoo guy.
Oh, Robert Irwin?
Dude,
He seems so happy.
He does.
He seems so, and I love animals, I do. But like, yeah, Robert Irwin just seems happy.
Hey, was it black or red?
What? Red.
Your stool.
It was really liquid, and it had a hint of red in it. So like I said, I was like, I don't know, because I couldn't examine it enough because Kayla flushed it right away. And
Why'd she flush it right away?
she thought it was hers because she's on that time or whatever.
Oh.
So she thought it was her. And then she was like, you're fine. And I was like, Kayla, if that's happening to you and you thought that was yours, then shouldn't that be kind of like for me, like a weird thing? And she was like, yeah, maybe you should go in. But like, I didn't get enough time to look at it.
Yeah, but is this post?
I think it could be a post-COVID.
Wait, now you think.
Yeah, well, I WebMD'd it. So
Well, I do
it was
think.
between prostate cancer and a cold.
And gout.
Yeah.
I think you do have, like, your joints hurting and what else did you got going on? Oh, nosebleeds or nosebleeds
Part of it, yeah.
post-COVID?
Yeah.
Why are you bleeding out in all your orifices?
I'm bleeding out of a lot of holes.
Why?
I don't know.
It's normal, right, guys?
Yeah, it's normal. Everybody bleeds out of their holes.
Yeah, right, guys?
But like my blood pressure is high. It's not horribly high.
Yeah, it is.
Like 150/90.
Yeah, but do you feel like your heart's racing?
Mm-mm.
You feel like you're going to have a heart attack?
Mm-mm.
Oh,
But
boy.
most people don't, I don't think.
I don't know how
Otherwise
high
they
blood
would-
pressure works. I probably have high blood pressure.
Family, it runs in my family. My mom has high blood pressure. My dad has high blood pressure. But it didn't really hit them until they were in their 60s.
Yeah, but you have an old soul. You already went through ED.
That is true. I have had a ED. Man, my body is broken as
I'm
hell.
trying to tell you that. I
My
think it is
bu-
so funny that
Were
it doesn't
my parents
work.
Were my parents cousins?
Probably. Hey, has your dad has his always worked?
You know what? I've never asked him. My wife kept trying to get me to ask him.
Yeah, really,
was
to
like-
see if that ran in the
She was
family.
like, you should ask him if he's had it. And I was like, me and my family likes to believe that none of us have genitalia. Like, we don't talk that way. Like, some people do. I find it so uncomfortable when people are aware, like when their parents are aware that they've had sex. The only way that my parents know that I've had sex is because I've had 2 kids.
Yeah. But only on God's terms.
And that's the only time. That's what I've said is that I've only had sex twice.
COVID does weird stuff to people. Does Angie ever taste back? Not yet. Not fully back.
Yeah,
She still, some days are,
better than others.
yeah. Take a pregnancy test. If men have prostate cancer, their test will come back positive. What? That's true?
That's
Wow.
unfortunate. That would be the worst way to find out you have prostate cancer.
I mean, why are you taking a pregnancy test?
Well, to find out if I have prostate cancer.
Yeah, but who figured that out? What man?
Some weird guy.
Yeah.
Some really weird guy. It's like,
I mean, everything's got to start somewhere, dude.
Yep, and it
You know
all
what I
starts
mean?
with sex.
It really does.
Everything that I think we found out in this world has been found out because somebody was trying to diddle something.
As a nurse, I would suggest going to a doctor, Tanner. Your parents' blood pressure could have been due to smoking.
Oh, yeah, well, probably. Could have been due to smoking. They both smoked since they were in their 20s, and they're in their 60s now. Telling me that didn't do nothing to them, like it might be because of it.
You know what's really weird is when you go to the doctor and they ask you questions about your history, and I go, I don't know. I'm not sure. I don't know. Everybody's dead.
And I can't ask them.
I don't talk to anybody.
Which I think is enough for them.
No.
Like, I think it's probably enough. Like, that's the history they want.
Yeah.
Like, you're like, it's a 40 and all of my family is dead, and be like, well, that's probably not great.
Yeah, no doubt. I got to continue taking my greens. I haven't taken those in a couple days. That's what you need, maybe.
Green?
I don't know.
I've been starting to eat better.
Have you?
Yeah.
What have you been eating?
A little more salads, less fried foods.
Fried food's so good.
I know.
Dude, go to the gym with
clean
me.
meats. You know what I'm afraid of? I'm afraid
Falling in love with me at the gym.
that for sure.
Tasting some of my sweat when I'm like
When you're spotting me.
when you're spotting you, or accidentally teabagging.
Yeah. Not that.
Accidentally.
Yeah, not accidental.
You're afraid of the sexual harassment?
I'm definitely no. I'm afraid of us being asked to leave because of how inappropriate we are with each other. Can you guys leave? You guys are making everybody here comfortable. And then we stop making out for a second and say, why? No, I'm afraid
and
that
then
if
start videoing them.
I'm afraid
Why?
I'm afraid that if I start working out, it's my heart's not used to it, and that's when I die. Like, that's when because like I start working out, my blood starts pumping more. It delodges some cholesterol that's been just caked on the side of my lung or
Well,
my
the way
heart.
you're going, it's
and
either
then
it's gonna
bam right to my brain.
your heart's gonna either fall out your nose or your butt while you're running.
I hope, but
Everything is
honestly,
just leaking out of you. Could you imagine? Dude, that dude worked out so hard, he crapped his heart out.
pooped his heart. He must have been in ridiculous
Do you
shape.
know that that doesn't happen, but do you know
I was going to say, what BS story are you going to tell me? Did you know that happens?
No, but there's been people that live. This is why people get intimidated by the gym, because there have been people that have been doing leg day and they poop themselves because they're struggling so hard. Could you imagine if you're a newbie walking to the gym and they're showing you, and then some dude's over there struggling and just poops himself? You'd be like, yeah, that's all right.
I don't
I'll
want
just go
this
for
enough.
a couple runs a week.
Yeah. I'll do the Rebel Wilson. Stop eating like crap and walk for an hour a day.
Yeah. Just do the Jenny Craig at home. Is that still a thing?
Jenny Craig?
Yeah, or am I aging myself?
No, I think it's still a thing. I think they call it just Jenny now.
Oh, really? Is that the point system?
No, that's Weight Watchers.
That really works.
Well, yeah, because the points are just calories.
Right.
They just took the 100 out.
It just
and
kind of makes
made
it a little,
one.
yeah, makes it simplified.
Yeah, they
for
simplified
fat, dumb people.
Yes, dude, because if you're fat, you're probably dumb.
That's terrible.
I'm not saying that all fat people are dumb.
But I am saying all dumb people are fat.
I'm saying most dumb people are fat.
All right.
Because it's really easy. It's not hard to understand that you can't put that kind of garbage in your body. Like, it's really easy to understand that. Like smoking and stuff. Like, yeah, I
guess
smoke.
it's just an addiction.
It is the addiction. Food can be addicting. For sure it can be. It's so good, like on your tongue.
Do you feel you're addicted to food?
Yeah, for sure.
Really?
I have a bit of an addiction to food. I
Like-
use it as a coping mechanism because, like, I've cut back on nicotine. Like, I keep going down on my nicotine. So
yeah, that'll do it.
Oh yeah, once you quit smoking, just add 10 pounds to what you are, because you have to do something. So yeah, I don't know.
So you can start working out with me?
No.
Come on, that'd be fun, man.
Nah.
It would be way more fun than me just going there and staring at girls. I mean, going there and lifting. Dude, stop. You sound like a pervert.
The people that lift and puke, those people freak me out.
Yeah. Colton did that.
He lived so hard that he puked.
You know, he... The story is so funny. He was doing... This is when he was... he goes through stages of working out, and he was doing planks or something, and his arms just gave out. His arms just gave out, and his shoulder went out of place.
He dislocated his own shoulder?
Yeah, because he fell on it weird. And then he goes to the locker room, and he's slamming into the wall to try to get it back.
Yeah.
Like he's seen in movies. And then finally it popped back in, and he goes, it hurt so bad that he went to the garbage and threw up. And he's like, there was like somebody watching this take place. Like the dude's just sitting back watching, and he's slamming himself into the wall, and then he's like, bleh. And then he goes and changes his clothes. Yeah, then he took a break from that gym for a while.
Yeah, that's that guy that saw it all happen too. He canceled his membership.
You have to.
He's like,
right?
I'm not into this enough.
Oh man, that does hurt like crazy. When I went to that ER or urgent care, rather.
Yeah.
And a lot of people at urgent care will not put your arm back in socket.
No, they don't want to because it's a process, and you can do some damage if it's wrong.
And then the one doctor that was moonlighting there or whatever had to do her rounds. She says, "Yeah, I actually have done this before." She goes, "And I wouldn't mind doing it again because doctors are weird like that."
Yeah, dude, doctors are odd.
And she said, "I'm going to try it 3 times for you." The amount of pain when you're dislocated and she's moving my shoulder around to try to pop it back in was crazy uncomfortable.
Did it hurt?
Oh, yeah.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, it hurt.
I didn't.
And she did it 2 times, and I was screaming. Not
Did you
screaming,
bite
but
onto
I was
a wooden
like,
spoon?
Yeah, wooden spoon. And then she said, "I'm only going to do this one more time, and if I don't get it this time, I have to send you to the ER." And I'm like...
And all you saw was dollar signs.
No doubt. I'm not kidding you. So when she did it, I didn't make a sound. And it was hurting, and then all of a sudden you heard... And it popped right in, and the pain went away almost instantaneously. And I mean, it was sore, obviously, but it was like, oh, I can move this, and it does not hurt at all anymore. I'm like, okay, I want to go home now. She's like, well, now you got to fill out paperwork, and we got to pay for this. And I'm like, dang it.
What are you going to do if I don't?
Yeah, no doubt.
You going to rip my arm back out? Screw
I
you.
think that'd be terrible if they did.
Yeah.
I'll hold them down.
Hold them down. We're going to pull it back out. I have 2 things on this. I saw like a group of guys, dude's arm was dislocated, and all they did was they put a glass bottle underneath his arm, and they just put his arm down, and it just went, and it sucked it right back in.
Wait. Sideways. They put it sideways.
Yeah, they put it sideways here.
Yeah.
And then it like
pushed it down.
Pivoted, pushed it, and then the arm came out and then up and in.
Whoa.
So that was cool. And then I dislocated my thumb, when I was...
Just a wee boy.
3rd grade.
A wee lad.
I was about 9. I was about Dewey's age.
Okay.
And...
don't put my son in your weird stories.
And then my sister, Piper's age, was spinning me around on an office chair.
Yeah.
Like kids do.
Yeah.
And then I got too fast and I flung into a wall. Thumb first, obviously.
That's how you stop yourself with just one.
I saw it in movies. Like, I'll stop. And the doctors were like, I remember they took x-rays. My thumb looked weird.
Yeah.
Like really weird. And the doctors took x-rays and they're like, I don't know how this isn't broken. They're like, this is the worst dislocated thumb
Did they have to just yank on it?
Oh, yeah. They yanked on it for like 30 minutes. And they just, like, they kept numbing it. They kept numbing it as a kid. Like, not, like, I was 9. And I was like, can we just not numb it? And they're like, you don't want us to do this unnumbed. And they're pulling and pulling and pulling and pulling. And it was so bad, I ended up having a cast on for weeks. Because of, they said that your joint was, like, everything was so messed up in there that, like, an easy little flick was going to dislocate my thumb.
Dang. That's not when I met you. You had something going on.
I broke my elbow when I met you.
Could you imagine if you were like 9 to 19? wearing a cast
Still wearing my cast.
for your thumb
Just
when you
look-
met me.
I would
that
have been
would
like,
stink so
just
bad.
take the thumb off.
Yeah.
At that point, take it off.
Why you need it? How else are you gonna grab onto like monkey bars and stuff?
Like this.
Oh, I guess you do have strong fingers.
I got your pinky is 50% of your grip strength.
I heard
Did you know that?
I heard that.
You think it's wrong. You
I heard
think
it's
it's wrong.
Yeah, no,
but it's not. Your pinky is 50% of your grip strength.
I don't know about that.
50%. Get one of those grippy things. 50%, Jacob.
My brother used to have one of those weightlifting that you squeeze and it's
the little circle and the...
yeah, what are you doing with that? Like, who wants their forearm big?
Well, Popeye was real popular.
True.
My parents had them too. The weird ones. I don't
Yeah.
know why.
Are you talking about the same thing?
Yeah. They're. Did your brothers have the foam on it, or were they plastic and like shaped to your fingers?
The foam.
Yeah, because the foam were cheap ones. That's what we had too.
He also had weights that are filled with sand.
Yes, were they
The
brown?
blue, ours were blue and red.
Oh, see, we had brown and white.
Okay, yeah.
Like a shiny bronze.
Just filled with sand.
And it was like, and they weren't even like solid pounds. It was like, here's a
plastic.
12.8 pound one.
Yeah, dude.
Would you like
Yeah.
would you like a 3.5 pound weight?
Yeah.
Yes.
Sure. And then they would get like a hole sometimes in them. I don't know how. I don't know what he was doing, but it was like that little plastic would tear.
And you put a piece of tape. My dad had a piece of tape on one. He was like, that one doesn't have a hole on it.
Yeah.
So that's the heavier one. The one with tape is heavier.
All right, we got to go. We got to play these commercials. Flagstone. We're going to be there tomorrow. Hope you are there too. Well, not you. And you know exactly what I'm talking about. We don't want you there. And if you're thinking that may be me, you probably shouldn't show up.
We're going to have nobody there.
I mean, if you think about it, if you're thinking, I bet you they're talking about me, there's probably a reason that you find yourself annoying, and we probably think that too. I mean, it's a good thing.
I want to argue with you, but like I agree wholeheartedly with what you're saying.
Yeah.
If you think you're a problem, you're probably a problem.
You probably are.
Unless you have like incredibly low self-esteem.
Yeah, then we feel bad. Come on, we'll give you a hug.
Yeah.
Is Dave making his way back out?
I don't think so.
No, he should do the next one.
The next one for sure, I think everybody's coming.
Because the wives are going to be there, and I think that'll be a good time.
Oh, yeah, I got to tell my wife to get off that day.
Oh, yeah, I'll help her do that if she...
If she can't?
Yeah.
You'll help her?
Yeah.
Yeah, because usually, no matter what I try, I can't. Do you know when the next one is?
July.
Yes, thanks, Jake. Thanks, Jake. That was a total useless what day in July?
Whoa. I feel like I got a little flirty with your wife, and
There's
now you got
There's five.
You got a little weird when you want me to take care of your wife and help her get off work.
For work, yeah.
And then you looks like you got a little job. I feel like you're looking at a mirror and you're mad at yourself.
I'm looking at the man in the mirror.
Mm-hmm. Anyway, you should come out tomorrow. Tomorrow's going to be fun. No, don't just think the July one's going to be fun. They're all going to be fun. And we hope to see you tomorrow, 6 a.m. Flagstone Bar and Grill.
I'm going to text Spike from Flagstone.
Yeah, do that, will you?
And ask him when the July one is.
Or you could just do Jennifer, since you guys are best friends and she gives you everything. I told that to my wife yesterday. I go, do you find it a little weird? And she goes, wait a minute, what happened? And I go, well, she only asked Tanner if she wanted Milwaukee Zoo tickets. And she goes, oh, I want to go. And I'm like, well, too bad. Because you can't, because we never get asked for something like that.
I think I lost them.
No. Don't change this.
Yeah, but I think I lost the tickets.
See, that's what I'm saying. And then I go, I'm trying to figure out why she didn't. And then I'm thinking, well, maybe it's due to the fact that you forget that I have young kids. Like, you're the guy on the show that has young kids now.
I have young kids.
Mine are not that. And I don't want to go to the zoo. But it's still the point.
Yeah. I love the zoo.
And then she goes, and then she was like, hey, do you want Summerfest tickets? And then she goes, and you go, no, I don't want them. And she goes, well, I was thinking for a date night for you and your wife. And I'm like, why wouldn't she think a date night for me and my wife? And here's the thing.
Maybe it's because she thinks you and your wife are in a better place.
No, maybe.
It's like you and your wife need
I like how you're making me try to feel better. No, and then she's like, well, I didn't think you would like to be around people. I don't, but it's like, you know what? When we're out and about, if I was a bartender and there was two women, you always ask for both IDs because you're going to make someone feel, even though you know, it's still making someone feel a little bad.
But like, say Dewey hated chocolate ice cream.
Okay.
And you had chocolate ice cream.
Right.
But you knew he hated it.
Okay.
You wouldn't offer it to him.
No, but I would be like, hey, I got some other ice cream for you.
But what if you didn't have any other ice cream?
Well, then I wouldn't give Piper any, guaranteed. You think I would give Piper ice cream without giving him? You're a dip ass. Why don't you and Jennifer go hang out and talk about how crappy I am as a person? Dude, she goes,
did this happen?
No, I'm just
I
kidding.
was just trying to think of a thingy. Make you feel better like she knows you.
No, she goes, so I found those Summerfest tickets that you turned down.
Yeah.
She had 4 of them.
Yep.
And I saw them out on the free table. I took them and threw them away because nobody's going now.
Yeah, good. Jennifer, who is listening, I guess.
Oh, she is. Oh,
said,
I feel bad now.
I can get you Jared Neiman tickets and not Tanner. Would you like Jared Neiman tickets?
Look how she said it. Not
me.
Tanner.
Yes, a big favorite.
Well, I'm just saying. No, I don't want Jared. I don't want to be around people that bad. I'm not a big concert guy. But I am curious why I got forgotten about when we're in, because you said you would have felt the same way.
I probably would have been like, oh man, I want to go to things.
Yeah.
Yeah. But like, but I also, like I said this from the beginning. I think Jennifer knows you and knows that you don't want to do Summerfest or the zoo.
What?
I said, I think Jennifer knows us enough because we've talked to her a lot. We've been good friends with her for a while now.
Well,
we've been good work friends.
I'm all done.
You're done now. Yeah. You cut people out of your life so fast.
So fast. Brittany's my new favorite. I'm going to start giving her some things.
It's because she doesn't talk to us.
That's right. I don't know what happened to Britt. She kind of...
well, she came in here and had too many beers with us.
Is that what it was?
That's what happens. We get people in trouble. We don't get in trouble as much as we get people in trouble.
Yeah, that we're bad influences. Don't hang out with those guys. They smoke. They smoke pot.
Those guys
drive motorcycles. No, Jennifer, I'm just kidding. I'm all just. Can you have fake Jennifer call in and apologize? Oh, can you have Jennifer call in and apologize? No, it's good. Jennifer, no, I'm half kidding. Like, it's not that big of a deal, but also it's kind of like...
It is a question of, I wonder why.
Yeah, that's kind of what it is. Like, I wonder why she only chose you to give... Not one thing.
Because I'm poor.
Two things.
That's what it is.
And then
I'm not as financially stable. So she's like, Tanner needs these tickets because, like, maybe he'll go scalp them.
Somebody said, Jake, why are you being so offended all the time? You're such a jack off because you would be the same way.
Yeah, nobody wants to be left out of anything.
Of
anything.
Right.
I love being included in people's secrets.
Right.
I don't know if you're the same way, but it's a thing of being left out. Like, if you know that two people are having a conversation and it's really important, I always want to be a part of it.
Sure.
Because I don't want to be left out of their moment.
Yeah. What are you guys talking about?
Yeah,
Let me
dude. If I had the confidence, I would walk up to every people that I think are having a deep conversation and
like,
say, I would like to be involved.
Hey, this is Jennifer. Jake, I just wanted to apologize.
Yeah, thank
if you want, I have tickets to the Taco Margarita Festival.
Hell yeah, I want those.
Taco Margarita Festival.
Yeah,
hold on, can
amazing.
I have some?
Say no, please.
Yeah.
No.
Okay, bye.
I liked his little bit. Who was that?
I have no idea.
He's my favorite.
Where's our correspondent, our news guy?
I love that guy. Hey, what's going on?
Hey, good morning, boss.
What's up, dude?
So just so we're clear, you have zero interest in doing or going anywhere or seeing any people, but yet you still want to be invited.
Yes,
well, that's an introvert thing.
That's a human. That's just a human thing.
Yeah,
even if you don't want to do something, you want to be wanted.
See, look at this. I can see totally where Jake is coming from. I'd feel left out too. Let's not like Jennifer. No,
we like Jennifer. Jennifer has gotten us a lot of things.
No, I am. Please know that, again, I'm like 75% of just like new boo goofing, but 25% of...
you really hurt your feelings?
Well, not really hurt, but the question of why.
Yeah, I wonder why. And I do...
But please, I don't want zoo tickets.
Yeah, no.
The only time I want zoo tickets is when they're doing their... I swear to God, if she got you tickets when they're doing their beer thing.
They're tickets for the end of the year. I can go at any time. I'm going to go when they do their beer thing. Because I think they do their beer thing in the fall, right? We're going to go in the fall.
Now I'm more jealous.
Dude, you can get tickets. You can go anytime.
Who am I getting tickets from?
Jennifer.
Obviously not.
No, I'm pretty sure she can get you more.
I'm going to have to call a different radio station.
Try to
call
win them.
Charlie. Try to see if they got tickets. Dude, Charlie dumped me like...
Yeah, Jacob, because you only talked to her when you wanted tickets.
Well, they're only the country station I know, and I like country music. So, oh yeah. By the way, Jared Neiman is at where is Jared Neiman at?
Mahoney's or
Mahoney's. No, Maloney's. We got to get that right because now I feel bad.
Mahoney's. Those are Mahomies at Maloney's.
Oh, it's Maloney's, right?
Yeah, Maloney's. Those are Mahomies at Maloney's.
Yeah.
That's what it is.
No, I'm just kidding. Everything's good. 3430. Oh, I thought 3430 was complaining.
If he's not complaining, he's probably not talking.
Somebody said, I know what will help. Just stretch it out. What does that mean? Oh. I still Oh, you mean
What the heck are you talking about?
what are they talking about?
They're talking about
Chet Hayes? Hell yeah.
Yeah, we need that. It's been a long week with no stretching. We haven't stretched at all.
Hang on. Oh, yeah. I forgot all about that. That is going to put me in a completely different mood. Hang on. Oh, never mind. That was the last week of the concert, Jared Neiman. Oh, thanks. She just asked if I wanted Jared Neiman tickets.
And it was last week?
It was last week.
Oh.
All right,
well, I mean,
I guess. Ooh, this is going to make me feel better. You're lucky, Jennifer, that Chet's in my life right now.
Yeah. It's Chet Hayes, baby. About ya. Trouble.
Love
yeah.
Come on.
No. No. Hey. Hey. Better, better, better. Do it better, better, better. But do better.
Yeah. Stop it.
Level. Oh,
Devil.
yeah. Yeah.
Come on. Yeah, you do. Let's go.
Oh, yeah.
FYI, if you don't know, Chet Hayes, Tom Hanks' youngest kid,
Least favorite son, for sure.
put on a show.
If you're watching, by the way, if you're on our TV, you can see Jake's screen and you can see the music video, and it's just like epilepsy. It's
Had
just
a baby
flashing.
with-
Yeah, it had a baby with a porno because it's just like kissing and flashing.
Better, 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 better.
Oh, the stretch it out's coming.
Better. Yeah, the stretching out gets a little weird, and we don't know exactly what he's saying, but we know his dad busted in at one point.
Dad! There we go.
Stretch it out, Dad. Stretch it out, Dad.
Stretch
it out, Dad.
Stretch it out. Stretch it out, girl. Stretch it out.
Oh, yeah. Better. I mean, dude, he had a hard knock life growing up in the Beverly Hills and being a Tom Hanks' kid.
Yeah.
He's from the streets of Beverly Hills, man.
His credit card had a $10,000 limit every month. Do you know what kind of struggle that
That
is?
has got to be tough. You're right. I'm glad whoever said that. I am in a better mood now. Gosh dang it. All right, it's Jake and Tanner Show. Hey, it's that time again. Big bling. Boy, it's almost here. Jason Drucksmann from Avenue Jewelers, they don't do a lot of sales.
No, because he keeps his prices fair.
That's what I was saying.
His prices are fair.
Yeah.
They're right where they're supposed to be. So
Right.
when he does sales, you know it's a big deal, and you also know he's not going to do it for long.
Right. So what they're doing is this big bling sale, and they're doing it tomorrow and the next day, 24th and 25th, on all engagement rings, wedding bands, and loose diamonds. And again, 2 days only. When Tanner was saying he's not going to do it long, that's the truth. 2 days, the 24th and 25th, Avenue Jewelers will have their big bling sale.
The bling is big, and it's there, and it's a sale, and it's at Avenue Jewelers.
Offering the best prices and financing. They also are going to have the biggest selection. Again, loose diamonds, ring mountings from your favorite designers. If you're getting engaged, be a perfect time. If you want to upgrade that ring, perfect time. Real big sale, Friday and Saturday. Big bling sale, Avenue Jewelers, Wisconsin's most recommended jeweler. Morning.
Hey.
Flagstone. We're going to be there tomorrow. 6 o'clock.
22 hours,
Yeah.
some would say.
We're going to be doing our show live and breakfast and booze, and it's going to be a good time.
Yeah, it will be.
I think so. Hi, my name is Jake. I'm one of the hosts, and I was thinking about this yesterday, Tan Man.
What were you thinking about?
That we're ahead of our time.
I like that. Don't know exactly what it means, but I like it.
I really do believe this. I think because this has been sitting. Yeah, man, I need to increase my Lexapro. Boy, you are so correct on that.
Okay.
Trying to get a little numb to it. But I was thinking about yesterday and today, this morning, when Joe was saying that show is so much better than ours.
Yep.
And I was going through our show, how we're different.
Yeah.
From theirs.
Better is subjective. Different is you can measure that.
Yeah. Because I was saying, well, I feel like Free Beer and Hot Wings, they're a little bit ahead of their time with the show they do, but they really mix in radio rules with theirs.
Yeah.
You and I have really gotten straight away from the radio rules, and we just kind of talk. And I'm going to tell you, I think in 15, 20 years or whatever, this is how radio will be done.
I think it almost has to.
Yeah, because all the youngins, the Generation Zs or whatever that are growing up, watching the Dobricks and watching the YouTube and watching TikToks, nobody gets on there and goes, hey, you're listening to the Jake and Tanner show. Don't forget this is coming up, teasing, and nobody talks like that to them.
They want something more real.
They want more real. They want to look almost like it's just eavesdropping into a conversation. And I really do believe that it will make the transition and get rid of the radio rules. And when I mean radio rules, it means 95.9 KISS FM, Jake and Tanner show. You say something about the radio station coming up, and there's other little radio rules you do.
Ending on a tease, hey, coming up in the next 15 minutes, we're going to be talking about where were you on 9/11?
Right, you got to do these teases. Or the next segment, hey, we're going to do this, and that's up in the next segment. You're listening to the Jake and Tanner show and KISS FM.
Well, it's we got dirty on the 30.
We don't do that. There is. I'm not saying it's better. I'm just saying we don't.
It's just different.
Maybe we should. And I understand that because of how the ratings work and whatnot, there's reasons why you do it. Yeah. But by the way, somebody just told me that works in Clear Channel or iHeartRadio. They own all the radio stations. Nielsen is their ratings. The whole company is getting rid of Nielsen. Because they want to save money, because this is the change is happening, that these Generation Zs and millennials are starting to own businesses.
Yep.
And you go in there with the papers and show them the Nielsen, they go, what is that?
What does that mean?
I don't care. What do they have on their Facebook? What do they have on TikTok? What do they have on Instagram? Because that's how I'm going to rate how popular they are, and that's how I want to. That's how I want where I want to put my money.
Yeah.
So they're getting rid of that kind of rules, and I do, and I think 15, 20 years, you're just going to hear more shows like you and I do. I really believe it.
No, I agree.
And I'm not trying to pat ourselves on the back, because I don't know if what we're doing is great, but I do think it's going to be definitely more. I definitely think it's going to be much more conversational.
Yeah, we're a lot like Martin Luther King Jr. in that way.
I think we'll get statues.
I think we should.
Anyway, how you doing? That was my little bit. Hi, I'm Jake. I've been thinking a lot lately.
I am Tanner, the other host of the show, doing the radio rules now. Your introduction, which is a big radio rule, was we don't do radio rules.
Well, I'm confused.
We're all confused, man.
Confused.
Nobody knows what they're doing.
Well, I don't think anybody really knows in the ratings. When you're really high in ratings, because you could have a fluke, they're like, don't change anything. I loved everything that you're doing. And then if you have a lower ratings, then they're like, oh my God, we got to change things. Which we don't know anything about.
Half the time we get a good book and they're like, it's probably a fluke. And then you get a bad book and it's like, let's change everything. It's like, how do we know that's not the fluke? Like, why is it?
I don't know. You feel like you got to do something when if they're bad.
If they're bad, you just feel like you have to do something. I don't know. Either way.
Yeah, no, I get that. I get what you're saying about the radio rules, but it's confusing.
Yeah.
It's like, do we do them? Do we not? Anyway, please continue on. I apologize.
Tanner, other host.
Because that is a radio you got to introduce, because there's a lot of people that come into the radio and they don't know who you are.
Yeah, your show starts when somebody turns it on.
And all podcasts do that.
Constantly, every 15 minutes.
They're telling you who they are. Could you imagine if Joe Rogan did it?
I have. I've heard like Tom Segura. He says it every time.
Mm-hmm.
I'm Tom Segura. This is my wife. Man, I don't even know what I want to say.
That's okay.
Oh, I was going to take the bike today, but it was 50 degrees.
That was a little chillier, right?
It's cold. My limit's 60, 65.
Yeah.
If it's around that, then I can weather the storm. I can get in here. It's gonna suck for the first like 30 minutes, but after that it'll be fine. But 50 is too cold.
Bleed that.
That's what they say. Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
Has anybody ever been in a coma? What is it like?
Do you wake up really refreshed?
Do you?
Because people say it's just like sleeping. I've read like it's people wake up from comas and they have no idea. It's like they just took a very long nap. And I've taken naps where you wake up and you don't know what day or year it is or your name. Like you're just utterly confused.
Remember that story of that one kid that got in a coma for years, but he knew that like he would sleep and he would wake up and he just couldn't move. And so he would spend his days just sitting there in his mind. And didn't they play Barney? They played some TV show like all the time for him in the room. Mm-hmm. He remembers his mom telling him that she wished he would just die.
That's the only thing I remember from that story is that he woke up and he remembered his mom like on a daily saying, I really wish you would just die.
Yeah.
Because she would come there like a few times a week and just sit with him all day.
Let me read this. And well, go ahead.
I get what that mom is saying.
I do
because
too.
the doctors are like, he's probably never going to wake up. So
she wants to. You want to move on.
He's dead in her mind.
Yeah.
But yeah, she wants to like start the grieving process and she can't.
Let me read this from a Redditor. My last semester at a certain college, I was assaulted by a football player for walking where he was trying to drive. Note, he was 325 pounds. I was 120. While unconscious on the ground, I lived a different life. I met a wonderful young lady. She made my heart skip and my face red. I pursued her for months and dispatched a few jerk boyfriends before I finally won her over. After 2 years, we got married, and almost immediately, she gave me a daughter. I had a great job, and my wife didn't have to work outside of the house. When my daughter was 2, my wife, gave me a son. My son was the joy of my life. I would walk into his room every morning before I left for work and checked on him and my daughter. One day while sitting on the couch, I noticed that the perspective of the lamp was odd, like inverted. It was still in 3D, but just wrong. It was a square lamp base, red with gold trim on 4 legs and a white square shade. I was transfixed. I couldn't look away from it. I stayed up all night, staring at it. The next morning, I didn't go to work. Something was just not right about the lamp. I stopped eating. I left the couch only to use the bathroom at first. Soon I stopped that too. As I wasn't eating or drinking. I stared at the effing lamp for 3 days before my wife got really worried. She had someone come and try to talk to me. By this time, my conscience was breaking up. Cognizance was breaking up. Mm-hmm. And my wife was freaking out. She took the kids to her mother's house just before I had my epiphany. The lamp is not real. The house wasn't real. My wife, my kids, none of it was real. The last 10 years of my life, not real. The lamp started to grow wider and deeper. It was still inverted dimensions. It took up my entire perspective, and all I could see was red. I heard voices scream, all kinds of weird noises, and I became aware of pain. Oh my God, the pain. The first words I said were, I'm missing my teeth. I opened my eyes. I was laying on my back on the sidewalk surrounded by people that I didn't know. Lots of people were freaking out. I was completely confused. At some point, a cop scooped me up, dragged me across the sidewalk, and threw my face down in the back of a cop car. I was still confused. I was taken to the hospital by the cop. Was given CT scans. I went through about 3 years of horrid depression. So this guy, let me catch you up. He got knocked out.
This doesn't feel like protocol.
Dragging him and throwing him in
throwing him in the back of a cop car to bring him to the hospital. I feel like ambulance.
Yeah. Well, anyway, he said after he woke up, he said, I went through 3 years of horrid depression. I was grieving the loss of my wife and children and dealing with the knowledge that they never existed. I was scared that I was going insane. I would cry myself to sleep, hoping I would see her in my dreams. I never have.
Well, that's cool.
Think about that, Lo. Getting knocked out, probably for a few hours. Or however
Sounds
long.
like it was only minutes.
And then you live 10 years so real. It's almost like you got catapulted. If you believe in that, like the quantum physics, and you believe that there's other dimensions,
like
and we're just like
and stuff.
A really good way to look at it. They explain it as like soap bubbles. You got this soap bubble that we're living in, but around that soap bubble is all other kinds of soap bubbles. And if you can puncture yours and go into another soap bubble, it can be a whole different world. Different yous. There are people that say that there's an alternate universe. You and I are married in one universe.
Oh, yeah. There's an alternate universe for everything. There's an unlimited, limitless possibilities for universes. If you subscribe to that idea, there's a universe where everything is the same except everybody wears clown clothes.
What if he...
that's the only difference.
Really neat for me to think of this. What if that dude got knocked out and ended up in one of his alternate universes for 10 years, being that guy that he's not, but it is him. And he was married, and he did have those kids. And then you get thrown back into your real universe, and now you don't have those anymore. I'm reading a book like that, like actually right now.
That is pretty much the plot of the new Doctor Strange movie.
Oh, there you go. By the way, if you want that book, Dark Matter, it's really flipping good.
Say Dr. Seuss. It's called Cat in the Hat.
But I like that thought process of different dimensions, different worlds.
Yeah, I like the idea of they call it reality shifting.
Yeah.
And they said if you train yourself, you can do it in your dreams. It's like lucid dreaming, but you can shift realities in your dreams. And I've looked into it. But it's like lucid dreaming and reality shifting, it's so involved with what you have to do.
Yeah.
It's like have to get 9 hours. You have to wake up and immediately start jotting down in a dream journal. Then you have to read your dream journal before you go to bed. For reality shifting, you have to write down the reality. You basically have to come up with it yourself and then get into it that way.
Someone on TikTok explained the different universes or different worlds, different dimensions that we were just talking about, that if you can think it, there's a dimension of that happening. Just like you said, everybody's in this world wearing clown suits. And she said a really good way to get into other dimensions, and it's very law of attraction-y kind of deal. You have to believe that you are doing that. Mm-hmm. Okay, because there is somebody out there, if you believe in this, in a world that is doing what you want to do. So it's example, like say I was doing this and I'm like, I want to be a car mechanic. There's somebody out there right now. There's a me out there right now that knows everything about cars, living in a dimension just like this world or whatever, but I'm a car mechanic instead of what I'm doing right now. Mm-hmm. And you start doing the law of attractions of I'm going to do this. I'm going to go to school. I'm going to do this. And then you become a car mechanic. So you just kind of popped into that dimension. Does that make sense, like what I'm saying? So she's saying you do enter that other dimension of you doing that, but you did it. You worked to it.
So you didn't. You just did it.
But you did it, and you are doing that now, and you're living that life. So maybe that is a new dimension.
I guess.
I don't know, man.
Yeah, I don't know, man. I like dreams freak me out. I don't like them. I like them, but I don't like them. I don't like that I like what somebody said. Nightmares are stupid. A nightmare is your brain coming up with a story that scares itself.
It's got to do something while you're sitting there. I mean, you think how bored your brain is, dude. You're like, you're going to sleep?
That bothers me too, that we don't fully understand why we need it.
You know what bothers me the most is everybody in their world usually has a little place in their house with a comfy little spot that's dedicated for you to go put comfy little clothes on and lay there dead to the world for 8 hours. It's a weird thing.
A third of your life. Think about that. Jake.
I'm just saying, I understand that the sleeping part, and that is mind-blowing, and please tell me the figures when you find them out, but also just having a place in your house where you lay down. That's a weird thing. It's a weird thing. Like, this is the place where I lay my body.
Mm-hmm. So if you slept for about 8 hours on average, I would say that's a probably fair 8-hour average, maybe a 7-hour average. But say, let's call it 8. And you're 40.
Okay.
You're 41, but I didn't.
Do you know I'm closer to 42 than I am 40 now?
Oh, yep.
That's scary.
Okay, so divided by 3. You have slept in your 41 years of existence 13 and 2/3 years.
Yeah, that's weird.
Years.
Well, you got to knock some of that out because we do mornings.
Yeah, but like you also have to look at when you were a baby, you were sleeping 18 hours a day.
Yeah, true.
For a while. So let's just say 13 years. Get rid of those 2/3. 13 years you've slept your life. That's why I want to do cocaine. Because then I could just not sleep and not lose that time.
I get it.
Like, you could be an amazing mechanic if you didn't sleep, and the time that everybody else is sleeping, you just honed your craft of car working.
I want to go through a couple of these things that get weirder and weirder the more you think about. Because now I can't stop thinking about, we all have little bedrooms that we lay down in the house. It's freaking me out, man.
I always thought about how weird aliens would think it is.
Right, that's what I'm saying.
That a few times a day, we just go leak.
Yeah, leak your body.
Yeah, we just leak out some stuff we're not using, and then we just go about our day like we didn't just take something from inside of us and deposit it somewhere else.
I got to go do that right now, actually. We'll be right back. Jake and Tanner Show.
Sit back now. Go to sleep and rest.
It's 95.9 KISS FM. Jake and Tanner Show, 827. 70 degrees.
Is it?
I don't know.
Is that what the weather dude just said?
I don't know. That's radio rules. Oh, and you're supposed to tease. I forgot about that. You tease in the beginning before coming up.
70.
We're going to do a take from Jake and Tanner here in 15 minutes or so.
Yeah.
$40 up for grabs. And then we would do our bit. And then at the very end of that, we will do that tease again.
Yeah, we'll bring it up again.
Yeah. Things that are weird, the more you think about it. Because it's just, for me, it started with that, thinking about you got a little bed. And yours is a really good one, too, that you just leak.
Yeah,
you got to go leak yourself.
Yeah, you just get rid of some of your inside stuff just because you don't need it anymore. Because you're like, oh, I don't need this fluid. Psst.
Somebody said, when I take my dog for a walk without music, I often consider how weird it is that I've connected myself to a tiny animal with a string and we're just traveling meaninglessly together, unable to communicate. And then I take it home with me because I wanted a creature to live in my house.
I think about that. I think about what makes dogs different. Dogs and cats different.
Sure.
That those are the animals that we can let live in our house.
Yeah. Yeah, right.
Because, pigs are smart, but we wouldn't do that. Some people do, but you don't do that. Raccoons are not dumb animals, but, we consider those are feral. Those are wild animals. But, my dog wasn't born. Dogs aren't born knowing that they're going to live in a house.
No. And they just do and they adapt.
And then they adapt. So, if I take a raccoon, can I train it from birth and I nipple feed it?
Yeah.
Could I have a raccoon?
Probably.
A little bandit in my house.
Why not?
Who knows, man?
Christmas trees are weird. Put trees in houses.
I heard the best dad joke about Christmas trees.
All right.
Guy bought a fake Christmas tree. And the guy was like, are you going to put that up yourself? And the guy was like, that's disgusting. I'm going to put it in my living room.
I love that. You put that up yourself. That's disgusting. You freak.
Christmas trees are weird. Because it is. It's just we take a plant, we cut it down, we cut it from its life force, and then we give it water that it can barely absorb, just so it doesn't die too fast in our house.
How about the text line, drinking another animal's milk? It's just so weird if you think about it. Here's one. Let me give you this one to sit with. Somebody said, my brain. Whenever I actively think about my brain as a physical object, I start to get weirded out. The whole concept. It's gross.
It's just
but then I realize my brain is thinking about my brain, and my brain thinks my brain is gross, and that's weird. Then I realize my brain thinks my brain's thinking my brain is gross is weird. Then I start to get really freaked out.
I don't like that. You know what else I don't like? The pandas exist.
Pandas are cute.
Yeah, but pandas are carnivores, right? Their intestines and their teeth are carnivores. But they almost exclusively eat bamboo, which is terrible for their digestive system. So that's why that they were endangered, because they just kept dying. And then they also only ovulate for 1 day. There's a 6-hour period that they can ovulate and have kids. And you also never know if they're pregnant or anything, or when they're ovulating. There are theories that pandas were man-made and that they're just dumb man-made creatures that have no idea what they're doing. And I don't like that. I don't like that we take animals and that nature has decided you're not doing good enough to survive anymore. And then we take them and say, we're going to wait for you guys to have sex because we like looking at you and we don't think you should die yet. But nature's like, no, you guys are done. You're not.
I know it, but we decide when they're done.
It's nuh-uh. Pandas are really dumb and they're dying off. And it's yeah, but we like them. They look like little teddy bears. So let's just keep them until have enough sex to where we can put them back in the wild again.
Things that get weirder when you're thinking about them, like that. That gets weirder and weirder the more you think about it, just like that. Like you don't get to die yet. How the F does dust accumulate on a fan? That's what somebody said. Like, yeah, I have ceiling fans in our apartment, like in the hallway, that are running 24/7, and they got dust on them.
I don't like that. I don't like that at all.
Tongues. What are they about? A weird muscle thing that lives in your mouth. Look at them. It's not right. Yeah, and then we suck on them. Like we're sucking on our own tongue right now.
Mm-hmm. And it rests on the top of your mouth, not the bottom.
Yep. There's that.
Which is
upsetting. And then sometimes you want another tongue on your tongue.
And then sometimes you want to put your tongue on other parts of other people's bodies.
Like their elbow.
Yeah, you just want to tongue stuff. I do like tongues because if you look at something and you think hard enough, you can pretty much tell exactly what that thing would feel like on your tongue.
Oh yeah. Mike, I've licked this thing.
Yeah,
so
I've licked it. But like this monitor and stuff, like I pretty much know what that would feel like on my tongue.
Yeah, that's weird. That doesn't sit well with me.
What?
That I can tell that texture on my like I know that. If I were to lick that, I know what that would feel like.
I know exactly. Yeah, you can feel exactly what that
like that speaker. I know exactly what. Why?
Look at that little scratch in the wall. You know exactly what it would feel like to drag your tongue over that scratch.
Why?
I don't know.
If you're in the car right now, look at something in your car and then go, you'll know exactly what it would feel like on your tongue.
Yep.
I want to test it. Nah, I ain't licking anything in here.
Yeah, you could be wrong, but like, what are you going to test it on?
Yeah.
Like, I'll test it on this. I know exactly what this... Yep, pretty much exactly what I thought. Pretty much, right there. Phones are weird.
Space, but I don't want to get into that.
Space, I can't.
Oh, how about what's weird? Selling sex is weird, but you can give it away free.
Yeah, that's weird. Porn is weird because you can't, in a lot of places where porn is legal, you can't just have sex for money unless you're filming it. If you're filming it, then it becomes okay. Then now it's pornography and it's legal. But if you just sell it on your own and don't film it, now you're a prostitute and that's wrong.
Here's one that's going to get deep. Again, things that you think are weird, the more you think about them. Oh, so on kind of a side note on yours, people who pay for it, porn, they're just weird.
Yeah. What are you doing?
How my conscience began and why it's me and not someone else. Basically, I didn't exist a short 30 years ago. I had no consciousness, no thoughts. I simply was nothing. Two people had relations and conceived a child, and while I'm unaware of it, my consciousness begins to form, and for some reason, I'm able to think as me. I feel like it would only make sense as an outsider looking into a robot being programmed and turned on. We're not individuals. We're objects that are given logical pathfinding abilities for various actions. Where does my consciousness come from? And why is it me and not someone else? Why am I me and not you? Are we all the same person reacting to different stimuli? Well, that's too deep for me now.
It always trips me up thinking like, is my red your red?
Yeah, and I don't know.
Like, this is red. We look at that and say, that's red.
Right.
But what if you look at that and you see my blue and I see my red, but you think blue is red? You think my blue is your red. Like, that's still red to you, but is my red your red?
I don't know. Well, now you're freaking me out.
I don't like, what is the, I know it's probably, but like, we don't.
You know what we need right now is some weed, homie.
Yeah.
Hey, what's going on?
Hey, boss.
What's up, dude?
All right, we're talking about dreams and weird shit.
Okay, well, you can't say that word.
Yeah, you can't. What's going on? You can't swear.
We're talking about weird dreams and weird stuff?
Yeah, that's right.
There you go.
Okay. I once was in a dream, and I was about to get murdered. I was in a closet, and I woke up, and I felt so bad that I left that person there to get murdered. I'm pretty sure it was real.
Okay.
Again, I'm gonna say this one more time. Before you call, think about your story.
Say it out loud.
Say it out loud, and if it's not interesting, don't call.
Yeah. I used to think that was a mean statement, but then that guy called.
Every stranger you ever met, glanced at, or even interacted with in the course of your life is most likely still out there leading a life as complicated and vivid as your own.
I've said that before. That really freaks me out, knowing that everybody has, like, your life and the life inside of your head is the biggest thing to you. And you feel like you're an individual and that you're special. But there are 7.2 billion of us that all have that same feeling of being an individual. And we're not. Dude, we can be herded like cattle so easily. They do it in grocery stores. You think you can't. You can be like, no, I couldn't be tricked by that. But they do it in grocery stores with the music. They play music that's a little older, so it makes you nostalgic and it makes you want to stay in the grocery store. And it's been proven to work. At other bakeries, they like Festival, they pump in cinnamon smell because they know that it'll make you want to go buy cinnamon rolls. You think you're an individual, but you're not. The people can herd you easily.
Why are people saying time to stretch it out? Is it because we got mad?
Well, it's because we're getting too deep, man. We just got to figure out. We're getting too deep. It's getting tight in here, right?
Is it somebody? Somebody just said. I wonder how many pictures are out there of me just being a random person in the background.
I hate that. Your conscience, your way of thinking. Yeah, not ya.
Good deal.
I don't like talking.
Dude, did you ever watch? Have you ever watched Source Code?
Yes.
With Jake Gyllenhaal?
Yes.
That's fantastic.
It's really good.
You didn't realize that they were just using his brain because he wasn't real. The only thing that was real on him was the brain. And then how'd that go? Can you explain it?
Barely.
Because somebody just said, what if my brain was in a jar somewhere preserved by machines and everything, or everyone I ever knew was just the result of stimulation of different neurons like that? And that's exactly what Source Code was like.
Oh, yeah. Yeah. Dude, we could be just nothing. Like, this could all be... I've thought about, am I dying right now? Am I in the middle of dying?
That one creeps me out.
Like when I feel, those phantom pains you sometimes get, like in your arm or something like that. Like, I'll get them every now and then where it's like just a pain, just a random pain. And then I think, like, is that the paramedics right now putting an IV in me, or is that the doctor trying to do something, and I am living in those milliseconds before death?
And it just feels like it's taking this long.
And it just feels like it's taking years.
What about this one? How did humans develop this strange sound coupled with body movements to indicate we're happy? Like they're saying laughing.
Oh, like laughing and clapping?
Or we heard something funny, or why do we cry? Why do tears come out of our eyes?
Yeah, that one's weird if you think about it. Like, I didn't like that so much that I'm just going to leak. I'm going to leak a little bit.
Or you loved it so much, you're going to leak a little bit.
It's like, yeah, but do you only cry when you're sad? Not always. When I'm really happy, I cry too. And be like, wow, what do those wetness mean?
Through the entire time of tickle time. The entire. It's not just the end.
That's a weird one if you think about it. Tickle time in general.
Oh, yeah, because it's all nasty sounds.
Yeah, but like, mainly the end.
Just misophonia. Oh, yeah, again, more leaking.
Yeah. Like, explain, if you had to explain that to an alien. But how do you guys make more of you? Because there's a lot of you. How do you make more? Oof. So you do that, and then you get a baby, and be like, no, stuff happens. Like, this just comes shooting out. And then it gets there. It's got to swim a lot.
I like this one. Mm-hmm. People don't mind dying because they're going to heaven, told to them by an old book. But if I say they should go visit New Zealand because it's awesome, they doubt me. You know what you should do is go watch this movie. Yeah, that doesn't sound good.
Yeah, I'm going to waste my life with that. Let me just.
How did the
Push
first
this.
person decide to kiss someone? I actually know this little fact. It started apparently back when moms would mush up the food for their baby, and then they'd feed their baby that way with, take their mouth and feed their baby with theirs. They didn't have anything blended. There was no blenders. There was no NutriBullet.
Yeah.
So that's kind of how the kiss went. And then anyway.
I hate all of this.
Take from Jake and Tanner. Let's do it next.
The song turns me on.
Yeah, what is that?
Boyfriend by that Dove Cameron.
Oh yeah, dude. She looks like she got work done at such a young age, though.
Yeah, she did. Well, even between the movies, Kayla just sent me a photo of her at some sort of gala.
Can I see? By the way, while we're looking at Dove Cameron really quick, call us 866-916-0959. Wait, is this?
That's Dove Cam.
Yeah, I think she's very beautiful. I think she is a good actress too.
But like, she's had her lips done, she's had her nose done.
See what Hollywood does to you, man.
But like, I guess there's a part where it's like, if you don't like a part of your body and you have the money, do it. Like, I talked to a girl who had a nose job. She got a nose job and she was just like, I hated my nose, so I got it done. I guess. I don't know.
Hi, who's this?
This is Andrea.
Hi, Andrea. Andrea, you want to play Take from Jake and Tanner?
Yeah, I'm going to try.
All right, Andrea, if you can, take us off speaker. That'd be really good so I can hear these.
Hold on, you're connected to my car.
Yeah,
What'd
don't
she
do
say?
that. We're coming through the car.
Oh, yeah. All right, let me explain what's happening while you're doing that. Tanner's going to leave the room, and we're going to ask you these questions. If you say pass, that is going to be your answer. We don't come back around to the questions any longer. Take as long as you want on each one of these questions, but remember, time does play a factor, because at the very end of this, if there is a tie, the lowest time will win. When we grade these all together at the very end, and when you're done, put you on hold, and Tanner will come back into the room. If you win $40 today, thanks to Prospera Credit Union, Life Stage Personal Guidance. Tanner wins, it goes up $20 a day for at Flagstone tomorrow, where we're doing our live show for whatever it's called, Kegs and Eggs, or Eggs and Kegs. We'll play for $40 over there. And again, brought to you by Prospera Credit Union with Life Stage Personal Guidance. Andrea, do you have any questions?
No, sir.
Good luck. Your time begins in 3, 2, 1. Nope. Your time begins in 3, 2, 1. Who allegedly committed suicide in the Metropolitan Correctional Center, New York, on August 10th, 2019?
Oh, God, what's his name? Oh, pass. I can't remember his name.
On what part of your body would you wear mucklucks?
Your feet?
What U.S. state was the home of General Motors' original Saturn automobile plant, and also home to a man who lives like no one else so he can live like no one else?
Wyoming?
Citizens of what empire are credited with starting the tradition of gift giving?
Pass.
On Mount Rushmore, which one of the presidents is wearing a jacket?
None.
Time. Ta-da! I'm going to put you on hold real quick. Don't go anywhere. Okay, you ready?
Yeah, go out the front door today.
Why, what's going on now? Is it a Chuck thing again?
Yes.
What happened to Chuck?
Well, he's hiding in like the back garage area with a bucket of glue and feathers, and he keeps feathering people.
Oh, that's not okay.
And then he
Not okay.
pushes them into like a coop outside.
Oh, he's got a coop.
He has a coop.
Is it the coop just his van?
Yeah.
Just that white
and
van?
He won't let you out till you give him eggs.
All right, 3, 2, 1. Who allegedly committed suicide in the Metropolitan Correctional Center, New York, August 10th, 2019?
Jeffrey Epstein.
On what part of your body would you wear mucklucks?
Feet.
What U.S. state was the home of General Motors' original Saturn automobile plant, and also home to the man who lives like no one else so you can live like no one else?
Detroit.
Citizens of what empire were credited with starting the tradition of gift giving?
Chinese.
On Mount Rushmore, which one of the presidents is wearing a jacket?
George Washington.
Time.
Oof.
Welcome back, Andrea. Let's see if you're going to get $40.
It's crazy how Mount Rushmore was just a natural thing.
I know. Just from
It just-
over the years
over
and
the years and
the
erosion,
and
it just ended up
crazy.
looking like those presidents.
Who allegedly committed suicide in the Metropolitan Correctional Center, New York, August 10th, 2019. Andrea could not think of the dude's name. Tanner said Jeffrey Epstein. That's correct.
Sorry,
1-0,
Andrea.
Tanner leads. On what part of the body would you wear mucklucks? You both said feet. You both got that correct. 2-1. What U.S. state was the home of General Motors' original Saturn automobile plant and also home to the man who lives like no one else so you can live like no one else?
Did you say state?
Yeah.
Dang it.
Tennessee was that.
Did she get it right?
No.
Oh, good.
You both, she said Wyoming, you said Detroit. It was Tennessee.
Might as well be a state.
That's Dave Ramsey. Lives like no one else so you can live like no one else. That's his saying.
Oh.
Citizens of what empire are credited with starting the tradition of gift giving? Andrea passed. Tanner said Chinese. Romans. 2-1. And on Mount Rushmore, which one of the presidents is wearing a jacket? Andrea said none. Tanner said George Washington. George Washington is correct.
Sorry, Andrea.
Thanks, Andrea. We appreciate it.
Thank you, guys.
Take care. We're going to play for $60 tomorrow when we're at Flagstone Bar and Grill for our live show. Come join us. Hey, it's that time again. Big Bling is almost here, and Jason Drucksmann from Avenue Jewelers doesn't do these sales. The Big Bling sale happens every once in a while, and there's a reason why he doesn't do a lot of these sales.
No, he doesn't because his prices are already fair. Like, they're good prices for his things. So when he does a sale, he's like, okay, I'm going to do a sale. It's going to be a big sale. Things are going to be on sale, but I can't do it for long because I can't lose too much money. That's why he only does it for like 2 days.
So for 2 days only, June 24th and 25th, Friday and Saturday.
Yeah, that's tomorrow. It starts tomorrow.
Avenue Jewelers is going to have their Big Bling sale on engagement rings, wedding bands, loose diamonds. Not only are they going to be offering the best prices and financing, they also are going to have the biggest selection, bringing in tons of those diamonds, ring mountings from your favorite designers. So you're thinking about getting engaged. You're thinking about maybe time to upgrade a ring. This is it. During this big bling sale. This is a really big sale. Friday, Saturday, June 24th and 25th. Avenue Jewelers, Wisconsin's most recognized. No, let me try that again. Avenue Jewelers, Wisconsin's most recommended jeweler.